Well, we'll just give them to you the old-fashioned way here in just a moment, maybe.
I can hum in the background if you'd like.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we ask the Anna High School marching.
Here goes the pass over the middle. Cash Walker has got it in stride of the 10-5 touchdown. Made it look a whole lot easier than it was for sure, but it looks really good. C.J. Rogers to Cash Walker, 42 yards, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on offense.
C.J. Rogers, number 12, senior quarterback.
Braden Baker, 29, senior running back.
Cole Kirkpatrick, 5, senior wide receiver. Hayden Stewart, number 6, junior wide receiver. Cash Walker, number 3, senior receiver.
Josh Gulott, 87, senior tight end.
Jack Tucker, 75, senior left tackle.
Austin Criswell, 71, junior left guard.
Blake Spence, 78, senior center.
Nick Rubian, 77, junior right guard.
Shannon Wilson, 72, junior right tackle.
The Anna High School Marching Band with the national anthem when the Coyotes do get the football. Argyle playing some defense. Here are your Argyle starters on defense tonight. Jordan Rogers is going to throw again. He's going to go deep on the other side. And that ball is intercepted. Jet Copeland goes up and gets it. Ball just a little bit underthrown, and Jet Copeland timed his jump perfect.
Todd Rogers, head coach. This is my starting 11 on defense.
Ty Johnson, 55, senior defensive tackle.
Darren Chapa, 52, senior defensive tackle.
Chase Bennell, 50, defensive tackle.
Graham Airball, 32, sophomore linebacker.
Davis LC, 35, senior linebacker. Reed Atkins, 45, senior linebacker.
Caleb Murdoch, number 13, senior quarterback.
Will Ramsey, 10, junior defensive back.
Zach Stewart, 2, senior safety.
Hunter Roberts, 25, senior safety.
Jet Copeland, number 7, junior corner.
All right, we'll check in down with Clark McNulty on the sideline here in just a moment. Get the Chick-fil-A on 407 mood on the sideline, but not before we get the Justin Amon kickoff. Number 44 for the Coyotes. He's going to do the little short two-step kick here, so probably pooch it high up in the air, and that's what he's going to do. Kind of a wobbly kick. It's going to be fair caught. Oh, it gets away from the Argyle up man, but it is recovered by the Eagles. That is Argyle 16, Jacob Robinson. Let's check out that Anna Coyote defense real quickly. They run a 3-4 defense under defensive coordinator Joey Hector. On the defensive ends, it's Abram Greer and Jeffrey Rosario. Nose guard is Tyler Lang. The outside backers are Jonathan Brown and Jaden Adams. The inside backers are Josh Packard and C.J. Miller. Zach Gentry, who is also the quarterback, is one of the cornerbacks, as is Jacob Gassaway. And the safeties are Micaiah Ross and Arthur Wacourier. And I know how to pronounce that last name. I'll tell you why here in just a second. I didn't even have to ask. Rogers going deep on first down. He's got a man open all the way down inside the 25-yard line to the 22-yard line. 39-yard gain.
Well, like
Hayden
that
Stewart.
fast start. Yeah, Hayden Stewart just running a fly pattern like 1 yard inside the sideline on Argyle's side.
All the way to the 22-yard line, and it is Tito Bice getting the carry, and he is hitting the backfield immediately. Back there to make the stop was number 35, C.J. Miller, one of those inside linebackers. And I mentioned Arthur Wacourier, number 22, their free safety. I went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru here in Anna, and David Wacourier, his brother, was working in the drive-thru. How about that? I talked to him.
You talk about C.J. Miller. He's a freshman, one of 2 starting freshmen for Argyle, or for rather Anna.
Here's Tito Bosch running left. Miller not in the backfield this time, and Tito will get back past the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, not to the 21-yard line. A pickup of about a yard and a half. It'll be 3rd down and 9 here for Argyle. So a stiff run defense here early going for the Anna Coyotes.
Tito Bice, on his first carry of the season, went 74 yards. We didn't see him until week 3 in Salina. He had 4 carries, already with 2 carries tonight.
3rd down and 9. Rogers will play action this time to Tito, and he's going to throw. He's got a wide open Jasper Lott, and just a little too tall for the big tight end. And Jasper goes 6'5". It's hard to overthrow him, but CJ did there, just a little too much on that one, and it looks like the Eagles are going to keep the offense out on the field and go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, why not? Be a pretty good, healthy field goal try. Be about, 39, almost 40-yard field goal. You might as well give it a whirl. No wind tonight. Probably ought to check in with Clark because he knows the field conditions here in a little bit. But see what happens here on 4th down.
Let's do it after this play on 4th down and 9. Play action to Tito. CJ going to throw toward the end zone. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. The defender, Josh Packard, got over in the way and might have got a hand on that one. But then it looks like it went through the hands of Cole Kirkpatrick and incomplete, and Argyle turns the football over on downs. And let's check in with Clark down on the sideline. Clark, we got you down there somewhere?
Yes, I'm down here. I'm in the end zone.
Hey, there you are. I see you way down there by the pylon. Hey,
yes, sir.
Good to see you. Hey, tell us about the Chick-fil-A mood on the sideline and what the weather's like down there. A little muggy.
It is a little muggy, and there is a crosswind coming from the Argyle sideline. So that flat pass coming out to Jasper may have floated just a hair because he was throwing into the wind. But there's a quiet confidence. I just don't want him to be overconfident.
So Anna comes out, 2 receivers right, 1 left, split backs. Around the quarterback, Zacchaeus Gentry, and he is going to go deep on 1st down on the left side, and that ball is overthrown. It was intended for number 8, Darren Woods. Perfect coverage there for Argyle. And Jet Copeland, and let's look at that offense for the Anna Coyotes. Zach Gentry, as I mentioned, is the quarterback. He's number 2. He's a senior, 6'1", 180. He's only started the last couple of games. Has thrown for 49%, 435 yards and 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for the senior. Jambris Umbar and Devontae Davis are the backs, and it'll be a handoff this time to Dubar. And Jambris Dubar is going to have about 7 yards out to the 27-yard line. It'll leave 3rd down and 3. The receivers are Jonathan Brown, Grant Cervani, and Joey Slaughter. We mentioned also Darren Woods. He'll get a lot of action as well. Colton Bridwell is the tight end. Here's another handoff to Dubar. He's going to find a little bit of room outside trying to get to the 1st down, and Jet Copeland's going to run him out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. It's going to be about a yard and a half shy of the 1st down, and it will be 4th down. The big boys up front for the Coyotes. Jay Heath is the center. Sophomores Landon Capps and Cooper Mosier are the guards. Senior Jose Perez and junior J.R. Box are the tackles for the Anna Coyotes, and they will have to punt the football away. Jaden Adams back in punt formation for the Coyotes.
How good is Jet Copeland just at defending the edge and as well as stride for stride on that first play? Jet Copeland making some plays.
Snap back. Special forces don't come after this first punt. It's going to hit and take a little bit of an Anna roll to the 36-yard line. Be a 34-yard punt and no return, and that's where Argyle will have it for their 2nd possession here on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting with Clark McNulty on the sideline, Andy Smith riding shotgun. I'm Kenny Arthur, Blake Jones producing. We appreciate you joining us on the intraweb via our broadcast or our webcast or our
streaming
YouTube.
Something. We're streaming and screaming, and
we're doing something.
We're doing everything technological. You cannot imagine what Blake Jones and JR had to go through to get us set up and on the air tonight. It was remarkable.
Pass out to Knox Scoggins in the flat, who went in motion out of the backfield, and he's going to have a nice gain out across the 40 to the 41-yard line, a 5-yard pickup there before C.J. Miller comes in to make the stop for the Coyotes.
Well, the Coyotes are active on that defensive side. They're not tremendously big, but, boy, they run. They run to the ball really well. They came ready to play tonight.
2nd down and 5. Handoff, Knox Scoggins gets a nice block from Jack Tucker, and a 1st down out close to midfield. Gain of 8 right to the midfield stripe there for Knox Scoggins. Argyle moving quickly. Already up the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers left, 1 right. And it's going to be a fake to Scoggins this time. A throw out to Kirkpatrick. He's got to jump up a little bit to get it over to the left side. He's got a first down inside the 35, all the way down to the 32-yard line. And player spotlight guest in this week's Eagles Nest podcast, Cole Kirkpatrick, picks up 18 and an Eagle first down.
Boy, when he makes the catch, he just turns upfield and just gets another gear going upfield.
Gannon Pels is in a slot. He's got the ball at the 37-yard line. And Pels will get it down to about the 22, close to another first down. I think he's going to be just shy, about a yard short, so a gain of 9 on that pass from Rogers to Pels. And the snap, it gets away from C.J. Rogers all the way back to the 45-yard line. He's running for his life.
Don't throw it.
Yeah, he just throws that one away. And incomplete, so nice job by C.J. just to get rid of that one.
Wow, I was watching for ineligible receiver downfield, but the Argyle offensive line really disciplined. Stayed behind the line when a errant snap just wasn't ready. I think the snap was just, TJ was thinking on 2, and I think Blake was thinking on touch or something. It went really fast.
Right, a little too fast for CJ. Third down and a yard. We'll get the Cinch Cleaners uniform update here in just a moment, just in case you're not watching and only listening. Knox Scoggins has got it. He's going to have a first down, gets a pancake block, but I think they're going to call a hold on that pancake block from Sheridan Wilson. The line judge here on the near sideline is the one that throws that flag, and we'll see what we get here.
Yeah, looked like it. I was looking up here and just Knox Scoggins, the most difficult part of that for him was picking which hole to run through. There were several. And
Sheridan saying, just because I am really good and put a guy on his back doesn't mean I held him.
No, he didn't mean to. One of the things about Sheridan Wilson is an offensive lineman. He has got a mean streak in him. He's a clean player, but you watch him and he blocks until the whistle, and he's going to block you until you're done. He is super aggressive up front.
Third down and 11 now. Play action to Knox. They're going to go deep on the right side, looking for Hayden Stewart in the corner of the end zone. And what a great catch, but there's a flag down. He makes the catch for the touchdown, but I believe we're going to have an offensive pass interference maybe here on Hayden Stewart. He may have pushed off on number 2, Zach Gentry.
Probably a pretty good call. What's interesting is that we have a 5-man officiating crew where Argyle is every game so far this season has gone with a 7-man crew. So what it means there is you have 2 extra officials, and the side judge would have made that call. They would be deep downfield. This time it was the head linesman from the line of scrimmage that threw the flag rather. And I think it was probably the right call. I didn't like it, but one of those that could have gone either way. But Argyle's going the wrong way here on third down.
Yeah, that was the call, pass interference on Hayden Stewart. So back him up again.
Well, the official didn't say pass interference. That number 6 pushed off on him.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
just
in
call
the
it the way
rule
you want to do
book.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if you're in a car or maybe flying on a plane or who knows what you're doing and you're not able to watch, here's the Cinch Cleaner uniform update so we can paint the picture for you a little bit better. Argyle in their white jerseys with red numerals outlined in black, red pants, white helmets with those shiny red eagle feathers on the side of those helmets. Coyotes in their purple jerseys with white numerals, purple pants with white piping, white sleeves, and dark purple helmets. Third down and 26 after having a 3rd and 1. CJ under some pressure. He finally just drops it off to Knox Scoggins, who's probably not going to get a first down anyway, but the ball bounces off his shoulder pads and falls incomplete. And Argyle goes from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 26, and they don't pick it up, and Caden Dodson will come in punt formation.
You know, it's Argyle really had some momentum going, and at third, I think they were 3rd in Bells or Blue Ridge or something. There was a long way to get the first down. Had some momentum going, just shot themselves in the foot, and it's one of those kind of weird kind of starts to a game. And the longer that Anna feels like they got a chance, look out.
I think we're heading south, so I'm guessing it'd be either Melissa, maybe Lucas.
Well, we were backed up to Blue Ridge.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Van Alstyne maybe. 27-yard punt here by Caden Dodson.
Back to
we'll talk about all the small towns in Texas here a little bit when we get backed up far enough.
Well, it's kind of your stomping grounds over in this.
Well, getting close.
Yeah.
The in-laws are about 5 miles up the road in Van Alstyne for sure. So,
well, you could say hey to your in-laws, you know.
Hey, in-laws.
Hey, in-laws.
hello to Levi McMillian. He's listening.
Is he?
So he says, great to hear you again, my man. Well, great to hear you. He's listening to us from Angel Fire, New Mexico.
That's sort of back behind us.
First down and 10. Here's a handoff. Devontae Davis this time is the ball carrier. There is a flag down in the backfield. Davis gets a gain of about 3.
One of the things that Argyle does so well this year is they run to the ball as well. 10 Argyle Eagles there in pursuit, and it has made a huge difference. This season, Argyle is really doing well on stopping the explosive running plays. They've only allowed 3 runs of longer than 25 yards this season, the longest of which there was no blocking below the lace, which is always interesting. It's like somebody thought they saw something, so apparently they didn't see that. But Argyle has only, the longest run allowed this season is 31. By comparison, this time last year, they had given up 13 runs of over 50 yards. So the defense has really tightened up.
Here's Devontae Davis again, and they tighten up on this play as Davis first runs into the back of the other running back. But Michael Madre makes a stop after a pickup of about 2. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles.
Michael Madre getting the start tonight, 6'6". Michael Madre, sophomore. Boy, he's listed at just a little under 200, but at 6'6", we're thinking in a couple of years, 250, 260 maybe, and he's quick too. Really good playmaker, a sophomore, Michael Madre.
We've talked about it a lot this season, just several sophomores on this team getting a lot of playing time. Coach Rogers, if I'm thinking that he's not going to retire for a while. You know, why would you leave this? It's more and more talent keeps coming in.
That's what happens when you build a tradition and set expectations, and kids know what it good looks like. Hey, we want to thank 407 Barbecue tonight for being a sponsor. Also State Farm agent Matt Ports, Bill Utter Ford, Will Woods from Magnolia Realty, and Fifth Gear Automotive.
Zach Gentry now on 3rd and 9 will take the snap, split backs behind him. He's going to play action and then want to throw. Gentry is going to roll to his right. Now he's going to throw deep on the right side, and that ball is incomplete. Yeah, incomplete. Caleb Murdoch made a great play to come back and knock that ball away, and the ball is incomplete, and it'll be 4th down and a punt situation again for the Coyotes. Hey, Ace, who else is bringing us this first quarter?
Well, thank you also to Brian and Shelley Stone with Shout Out Promotions. Brian Conister with Cardinal Financial, Dr. David Dyer with Argyle Orthodontics, and the sponsor of tonight's pregame show, title sponsor this year, Wes and Lisa Spence with Waxahachie Autoplex.
See if Argyle's coming after this one. They come at the punter, and he's going to go down, but he looked like he tripped over his own man there. And a fair catch is made by Zach Stewart at the 43-yard line, a 22-yard punt for Jaden Adams. For Anna, no return, and Argyle will have it in great field position once again at the Coyote 43-yard line.
This would by far be the slowest start for Argyle offensively. It's almost halfway through the first quarter and no points, and that's not been the case all season long. Most of the time scoring on that first possession. The first couple of plays anyway, and tonight have shot themselves in the foot.
2 receivers to either side for the Eagles. And it's a handoff. Tito Bice straight up the middle. Nice run for Tito, and he leaps up in the air and does a somersault after he's brought down after a pickup of about 12 for Tito to the 31-yard line.
Tito's got a different gear, doesn't he? When he's going through the line there, it's just this acceleration and blur.
Pass out to Gannon Pels, quickly in the slot again, making a couple of guys miss at the 26 and then falls forward to the 25-yard line. Argyle brought down there by Jaden Adams.
Okay. Argyle going with a 4-receiver set, no tight end so far. Jasper Lott started at defensive end, but no tight end in the formation for Argyle to start the game.
Bias goes out in motion. Another sophomore, Sutton Lee, checked in that slot for Gannon Pels, and Rogers will just keep it himself this time, and he'll have 6 yards for a first down to the 19-yard line.
You know, CJ can run. He's averaging almost 6 yards a carry, has 3 touchdowns rushing. That's a dimension to Argyle's offense that really makes it even more explosive.
3 receivers to the left this time. Hayden Stewart, the lone one to the right by himself, but he'll get the ball out at the 16-yard line. And, he's hammered from behind. He was already being held up there by Zach Gentry, and then Micaiah Ross comes in and hits him from behind, knocks the ball loose, but it goes out of bounds at the 13-yard line and ends up being a pickup of about 6.5, so it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. 4:48 to play here in the first quarter. No score from Coyote Stadium.
Like Hayden took a hit right on his funny bone, but wasn't that funny to him? He's all right.
Tito's got it, running behind Nick Rubian. He's got some room inside the end zone. Runs over a man at the 2 and into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. Tito Bice, 13-yard touchdown run for number 9. 6 on the board for the Eagles.
How exciting is it to see Tito running downhill? Clark, you were right there. That looks like Tito Bice, doesn't it?
Yes. He's running angry. He doesn't care if you're in his way. He's going to run you over.
He didn't have very many people in his way. You talk about Nick Rubian just clearing in the way, and Jack Tucker also. Blake Spence up front. That's dominating up front.
Uh-oh, extra point is blocked. And there's a flag down. I think he's going to be offside there, Micaiah Ross.
It helps if you don't have to wait for the snap. If you can just get a running start. If you're halfway in the backfield by the time the ball is snapped, you're going, oh, that's a really fast kid, or could be something else. Yeah, then he ran over to the sideline. Now he's got to run back.
Yeah, now he's going to try to do it again. Hey, my awesome daughter, JV cheerleader.
Yes.
Superstar.
Yes, she is.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Paige Arthur. Paigey Pop, as I like to call her. She's watching the game from home tonight. So,
hey, Paigey.
Shout out to Paigey Pop.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, jeez. What's going on here?
What we have is extra point chaos is broken out here. As number 3 over there is very eager to see if he can get a block the legitimate way. And Argyle reacted to it, so we'll see if it's one of those, we were only reacting to them.
Yeah. They call it on him again.
That's right. I think we can get it.
So Sutton Lee. Hey, you guys can't be telling these jokes in my ear here without.
Well, I will say.
Especially those that aren't that appropriate to be on the air.
That wasn't. Yeah, I'm gonna. Can we get back to football, please?
Seriously?
Logan May. The last 2 snaps were not his best. That was a good one.
That one's fine. And the extra point by Caden Dotson is good. 4:33 to play in the first quarter. Our score is now Argyle 7, Anna nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
Over 65 years and still growing, at Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Jingle always gets stuck in my head. I'd like drive home singing, you're gonna like the way we treat you. Here's the kickoff from Caden Dotson, well over the head of Micaiah Ross and into the end zone for the touchback, and Clark McNulty, the great one, the Chippewa lineman down on the sideline. What you got for us?
I was thinking, before the game, Coach Heath had a recording that played to the whole stadium, including the players, that kind of gave me some insight on what their practices have been like, where Argyle doesn't have a visible weakness. We have to do this, basically laying a challenge to his team publicly. And I think that's why they've come out hitting hard and giving maximum effort. I'd like to see how long it's going to last.
First and 10 Coyotes, moving from right to left in this first quarter. It's a handoff to Chambers Dunbar, and he's slung down by Grant Mariball, the sophomore middle linebacker. Pickup of about 4 that time for Dubar to the 29-yard line, second down 6.
Kenny, I'd like to thank Dave and Kathy Salisbury at the real estate station. They're bringing you our first drive summary of the night. Argyle 5 plays to go 43 yards, and it was Tito Bice taking it the last 13 for the touchdown. His second touchdown of the season. 6-7-0 Argyle.
Dubar gets the corner this time down the sidelines. And he's finally run out of bounds at the 34-yard line by Logan May and Zach Stewart. But a pickup of 16 yards that time for Chambers Dubar.
But one of the things the Anna Coyotes do is that they have a lot of misdirection up front, and their linemen aren't as big, but they are quick. Get to the edge. Nice job there by Anna sealing the edge on the short side of the field.
From their own 45. This time it is Devontae Davis, the ball carrier. A gain of only a yard for Davis. And on the stop that time was Darren Chapa, gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. And really Dubar is the starter most of the season, but Davis actually has more carries on the season, does the junior. Dubar is a sophomore, and it's going to be Dubar this time running left. And he's going to get the corner again. Rand Nash is going to come up and make the stop from his corner position. Will Ramsey and Darren Chapa in there to help as well. And going to leave about 3rd and a yard at the Argyle 46.
Well, Dubar's older brother is running the football up in Minnesota. So it's in the DNA of the Dubar family. But what he is just really quick to the edge. And Argyle has had a difficult time sealing the edge on the near side.
3rd down and 1, and Darren Chapa will hit him at the line of scrimmage, but a nice job that time by Micaiah Ross that time, the ball carrier, and able to fall forward for a gain of a couple for a 1st down for the Coyotes.
You remember last year the Coyotes, they're not backing down from anybody. They're going to play as hard as they can. They've had 2 weeks to get ready. And they've got a little momentum, got the ball for the first time, as you said, in Argyle territory, and have found a little something coming here to the near side.
From the Argyle 44-yard line, split backs on either side of Zach Gentry. Gentry wanting to throw. He's got lots of time, but now he's out of time, and there's a flag in just about the time that it's a Chapa. Darren Chapa makes the stop. Sack awesome. Back at his own 40, right at the 50-yard line, midfield.
So Darren Chapa now 4 tackles for loss. That's his first sack of the season for Darren.
I was going to say, but unfortunately, Darren won't get credit for that sack if they accept the penalty.
No, I'm giving him credit. He did it. I mean, I don't care if it's in the stat book. I know he did. His mom knows he did. Now it counts. See?
There you go. Thanks, Coach.
The official likes to explain things.
Yeah. So it'll be 2nd down. Ends up being a loss of 6 that time. So 2nd down and 16 instead of 1st and 20.
Now it's back in Coyote territory by about an inch.
Inch and a half, maybe. The center moved the ball forward, so now we're right at the stripe. Gentry looking to throw. He's going to throw it out to Dubar. Out of the backfield. Oh, he's hit back there, but he breaks those tackles. Gets back into Argyle territory to the 49 before Reese McHugh can chase him down. Ends up being a pickup of a yard. Jacob Robinson had him dead to rights for about a 4-yard loss. Couldn't hang on to him.
Well, Dubar was also the player that was trying to block the kick. So was that Dubar on the run, or that?
Yeah, that was Dubar, that one.
Yeah, was it? So that's a really good football player. He's probably mad he
Ross.
didn't get
that might have been Ross.
Credit for the block kick. And he's a good-looking football player. Of course, like I said, his brother's one of the better running backs in the area. He's not here anymore, but Dubar says, I'm going to carry on the family tradition.
3rd and 15. Gentry's just going to heave it deep. He's got a strong arm. It's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. 20 got it. That is Cade Moore on the interception for Argyle. That was just a jump ball, almost like a Hail Mary type pass for Gentry. And underthrown, and Cade Moore able to show his ups, get that interception. And Argyle football at their own 6-yard line with 1:36 to play here in the first quarter, with the Eagles leading 7-0.
You think Cade gets those ups from his dad, Steve?
No.
Longtime Argyle board member.
No.
Board of trustee member. You're saying no, flat out no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Cade Moore, though, what a great play by Cade. That's another interception for the junior this year.
And Braden Baker in at tailback this time, and he is going to carry it on the left side, break one tackle, and get out across the 10-yard line to about the 11, a pickup of 5 for Argyle's number 29. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Wes Tucker in at left tackle for his big brother, and he's going to like what he sees there when he watches film tomorrow. That was a heck of a block.
It's Baker again, big hole on the right side. Got a nice block that time from Austin Criswell. And a gain of 10 that time for Baker, out to the 21-yard line and a first down. Baker came in averaging 5.7 yards a carry, 363 yards on the season, 3 touchdowns for the senior 5'7", 182-pound running back. Rogers, quick hitter out, and it is dropped. That's Cole Kirkpatrick right in the breadbasket, and he couldn't handle that one. Be second down and 10.
You need to throw it high and maybe slightly behind him where he has to go up with one hand acrobatically, and
yeah, that's how
those are easier for him than that.
Three receivers right this time. And Baker, huge hole on the right side. And he's going to have a first down out to the 31-yard line. Credit those guys on the right side. That's Nick Rubian. And it looks like Dominic Reed over there at right tackle now for Argyle. Going to try that same play again. And Baker, not quite the same this time. Only a couple of yards this time for Braden to the 34-yard line. It'll be second down and 7.
Argyle clearly going with the fresh bodies up front. A lot of new players up front, the sophomores.
Another quick pass out to Kirkpatrick. He's going to make this catch, break a tackle. He was about a yard or two short of a first down, breaks a couple of tackles, and now he will have the first down at the 41-yard line. You mentioned Wes Tucker in at left tackle. I know he's been injured some this season. Riley Page has checked in as a slot receiver on the left side. There's a little pass out to Braden Baker in the flat, down the sideline. He's going to pick up about 4 yards before he is run out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 20 seconds to play here in this first quarter.
You know, Argyle has really dominated, have shot themselves in the foot, only have a 7-0 lead, which that'll raise some eyebrows when people see that score. And oh my goodness.
Another one through the hands of Kirkpatrick. That one might have just been thrown a little too quickly though. Cole wasn't even looking back at CJ. And CJ threw him about a 87-mile-an-hour fastball. And Cole just wasn't quite ready for it. And it'll be third down and about 6.
Yeah, Cole just got on him a little quick. What we're not seeing from Argyle is a lot of that play action that you almost see all the time. Just trying to get it on the edge quickly.
It's Braden Baker going to run again. Nice block from Wes Tucker. And Braden's going to have just enough for a first down into Coyote territory to the 49-yard line. Gain of 6 that time for Braden and a first down. Clock running, or clock is stopped while they set the chains. They'll start it back up. Argyle will get another playoff here in this first quarter, and it's Baker again running behind Tucker. And they both dive forward together. Wes actually wanted to be carrying the football there, so he just dove with Braden. And it's a pickup of 9 to the 40-yard line. It'll leave the Eagles 2nd and 1, and we'll flip sides of the field and get ready for our second quarter. We're through 1 here at Coyote Stadium. It's Argyle 7, Anna nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagle Sports. This is Jolette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. We're just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. Direct access to Rapid Med over the web. Now offering coronavirus testing results in 15 minutes. Rapid Med Urgent Care, extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
163 yards total offense for Argyle in that first quarter compared to 41 for the Anna Coyotes. Second down and 1 Eagles, traveling from right to left here in this second quarter. Braden Baker breaking tackles at the line of scrimmage, and what looked to be no gain ends up being a pickup of 6 for number 29, but there's a flag down on the left side near where your left tackle would be. We'll see what the call here is from our official.
We've had quite a few flags to start tonight's game. Last week, Argyle picked up 11 penalties, by far the highest of the season. It played very clean up until that game. This has played 12 of this drive. Argyle threatening again and deciding to just ground and pound. Really like what we're seeing up front from some of the offensive linemen that don't always see a lot of action, but they are picking up the slack.
Play action this time to Baker. CJ's got all sorts of time. Now he's going to roll out of the pocket toward his right. He's looking. He's finally just going to throw the football away. He had Braden Baker there for just a moment. Nice job by the linebacker, Josh Packard, to get over and cover that one up. And so CJ just has to throw the football away. It'll be second down at 10.
Yeah, good coverage in the secondary by Anna. Really a coverage sack. CJ, he'll throw a spin move on you, won't he? He did a spin move in the backfield there just for fun, and was able to get out of the pocket and throw it away.
It's kind of his point guard move there, isn't it?
He just likes it. I think it's his signature thing. Here comes the spin.
2 receivers right, 1 left this time, and it's going to be Baker straight up the middle, and he will be brought down by Josh Packard. Anna's number 7 as he crosses he gets down to about the 16-yard line. We'll call it the 15. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Eagles need the 9 for a first down. 2 receivers right, 1 left. That's Ward McCollum to the left, and a delayed handoff this time to Baker. Nice hole right up the middle, and he continues to drive his feet inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. First down and goal for Argyle.
Oh, my goodness. What a push up front by Austin Criswell and Blake Spence and Nick Rubian. Boy, just like steamrollers.
And here's a handoff again to Baker, and he's going to be brought down, hit in the backfield, able to roll forward for a couple of yards. That's Packard again on the stop at the 2-yard line.
Takes him down at about the 2-yard line.
Play 16 of this drive. Long drive for the Eagles. Second down and goal from the 2. Jasper Light, the tight end, trying to decide where to line up. He goes to the left side this time, and it's going to be a fake to Baker. CJ now going to take off running to his right. He's looking. He throws it behind the intended receiver, incomplete. That was Baylor Bowen, as Bowen was running across from right to left, and CJ was running full speed from left to right, and just couldn't throw it back across his body far enough, and it's incomplete. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, dangerous throw when you're throwing it back across your body like that. Very easily could have been intercepted in the end zone. That would be a demoralizing way to end a 16, now 17 play drive. Knocking on the door here. I think we'll probably go back to what got us here and see him run it up the middle.
And it is once again Braden Baker. He stretches the ball across the end zone for the touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run for number 29, Braden Baker. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
5'7", 182 pounds, but about 1 million pounds of heart as Braden Baker fights his way into the end zone. His run after contact, if we had that stat, we don't, but if we did, would be very impressive. He very rarely takes a big hit. When he does, he bounces off, keeps his feet moving. He's really, really tough runner. His 4th touchdown of the season.
Good snap by Logan May. Hold is down by Sutton Lee, and the extra point by Caden Dotson is good. 10:25 to play, second quarter. Our new score, Argyle 14, and Coyotes nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
The team at Noble Classic Homes, your local master home builder and remodeler, has been Argyle's premier home builder since 1998. We can assist you in building your dream home, remodeling, or even storm restoration. Noble Classic Homes has been selected by D Homes as best of the best home builders from 2011 through 2017 and best of Denton County every year since 2015. Visit our new office located at 9998 Hilltop Road in Argyle and check out our award-winning website at nobleclassichomes.com. Let us build the dream your family will call home. Go Eagles!
Cycle Center of Denton and BMW Motorcycles of Denton proudly support Argyle Athletics. Cycle Center is your local family-owned and operated power sports store with the best selection of motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, and side-by-side fun and work machines. Shop the largest parts and accessories showroom in North Texas and experience a factory-trained service department that will support you with the great service to keep your machine running at its best. Cycle Center wants to thank all the Argyle football fans, coaches, and faculty that make Argyle the best school in Texas. Come see why Cycle Center of Denton is called your power sports store with more.
Pooch kick will be fair caught. Oh, and it's going to be a flag down as The fair catch was made there by Darren Woods.
Yeah, Knox Scoggins came down there, saw the fair catch, but it was like one of those things like you know in your head, don't hit him. But oh my goodness, he's right there and it's going to be great. And he just, I think the dark side of his brain said, go ahead and go for it. And then he like halfway stopped, and he's going to pick up a 15-yard penalty as a result. He's still the Knoxinator, though.
Yeah, I'm going to give him some credit. Maybe say he didn't see. Maybe he was hidden behind someone.
The sun got in his eyes.
Didn't see the fair. Yeah, the sun got in his eyes. Something like that. Yeah, the headlights way out there on the street there or something. So
well, one thing that is very clear is what a drive for Argyle. Like that segue?
I do. I do.
Argyle's longest drive of the season, 17 plays. They go 94 yards. Braden Baker carries the ball 11 times on that drive for 68 of those 94 yards. Took 3 minutes and 11 seconds, and Braden. Argyle 3 for 3 on third down conversions. We have a lengthy explanation, Kenny, that I lost interest. What happened there? There's some stuff that happened, and
so we had the two penalties. Argyle was offside on the kickoff, and then the personal foul. So they decline the offside, take the personal foul. Anna has the football right at the midfield stripe.
Well, we want to thank Argyle Storage for bringing you that very long drive summary. Argyle 3 for 3 on third down. Coming into tonight's game, 52% on third down, but going 3 for 3 will help. And with 10:25 to go here in the second quarter, it's 14-0 Argyle.
Handoff to Vontae Davis, and the junior's going to have about 3 yards up the middle. Michael Madre on the stop with Darren Itachapa, and 3 yards. It'll be second down and 7. Ball on the left hash now in Argyle territory, and Dubar checks back in for Davis.
You know, I have a question for Clark if we have a moment after this play.
Clark, be ready after this play. Put your chin strap on. Second down and 7. Gentry going to throw a little floater. It is incomplete, knocked away by Jet Copeland. Was intended there for Sean Steens, the freshman wide receiver. Incomplete, third down and 7. All right, Andy, I believe, had something for Clark.
Great pressure that time from Chase Bunnell, and that's what I was going to ask you about. You talked about Chase Bunnell this morning when we got together at Snooty Pig. Tell us a little bit about what makes him unique.
Well, I'll tell you, when I look at the tackle leaders, solo tackle leaders of any team, it always surprises me when I see a defensive lineman up there towards the top, and Chase is number 3 on this team. It speaks volumes about his motor.
Gentry now running for his life, but he's got some speed. He's going to get a first down across the 40. Oh, he stepped out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Ends up being a pickup of only about 5-6 there, and it'll be fourth down and a yard for the Coyotes. And I don't know how. And he looked like he had a wide open sideline over there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, easily could have got the first down and just lost track of where he was. And Carson Shaw was bearing down on him. That might have had some impact on it, but he clearly just could have lost track of where he was and stepped out of bounds a yard early. Down 14-0 at Argyle territory and 2-4 on the season. If you don't go for it here, I would have some questions.
They bring in Micaiah Ross. He seems to be the short yardage guy, even though he's a little bitty fella. But no, they're going to hand it this time, and he's hitting the backfield is Dubar, I believe, and I don't think he's going to get a first down. Nope, he is hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he will go down. Credit Michael Madre for the stop. And Anna turns the football over on downs. Argyle will have it at their own 41.
The Mad Dog.
I like it.
You like it?
I do like it.
Mad Dog Madre. What a play from the sophomore on a 4th and 1. Michael Madre getting the shot at starting tonight. Making the best of it.
9:40 to play here in the second quarter, and Argyle leading 14-0. They get the football back. Clark McNulty on the sideline with Andy Smith. I'm Kenny Arthur, Blake Jones, producer extraordinaire. We've got a new center out there now for Argyle, Austin Rusk. Has checked in at the center spot, and C.J. Rogers, play action to Knox Scoggins. He throws it over the middle, complete to Cash Walker. Cash had to go up and make that catch. He's brought down immediately by Ross. A 14-yard gain at the 45-yard line in Anna Coyote territory. Grant Cheney is in at tight end now for Argyle on the left side. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fake again to Scoggins. C.J. all sorts of time. Now throws another bullet right across the middle to Cash Walker. And again, Ross up to immediately make the stop, but not before a 13-yard gain to the 32-yard line.
I have a concern about Cash. That's only his 4th catch of the season that was not a touchdown.
Yeah, what is that all about?
I don't understand.
If we're going to throw it to him, throw a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Here's this one's out to Cole Kirkpatrick. And he is going to get inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. Brandon Adams on the stop that time for the Coyotes. It's a pickup of 9 that time. It'll be 2nd down and a yard. Let's see who else is in there. Matt Williams at left guard now for Argyle. Nash Kruger is in at right guard.
Wait a minute. How is that not offsides? 5 was nearly took the handoff.
Play action that time, and CJ has nothing to do but run out of bounds at the back at the 27-yard line. So that'll be credit a sack there that time for I guess number 13 came in for the sack, Stanley Bardare. And it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I won't say anything.
Play action again. And we're going to go deep is Rogers towards Cash Walker. And that was incomplete. Rogers had a shot at it. Nice job coming back to make the play there defensively. Number 27, Jacob Gassaway. And it'll be 4th down for the Eagles.
Like a field goal attempt on the way. A little bit of wind. It feels like will be coming into the face of Caden Dotson, but maybe a little right to left off of his right side as Argyle moves right to left. But Caden will set up here for a 45-yarder.
In the middle, a little bit toward the left hash for Dotson. 45-yard attempt. There's plenty of leg, and it is no good. Wide left for Caden Dotson that time. And with 8:33 to play in our second quarter, score remains Argyle 14 and Anna nothing. And I would love to know who's bringing us our second quarter. And so to find that out, I'm going to send it over to Andy Ace Smith.
God, I've missed that. So, well, we want to thank Lori Jacobson with DFW Legacy Real Estate Group. Also Lisa Hemby from Closets by Design. Noble Classic Homes. Sherry Brunson with Cinch Cleaners. Point Bank. The Great March Bun at Snooty Pig, Jason and Shelley Wiley from Argyle Fine Arts Preschool, Minerva Consulting, and the sponsor of tonight's halftime show is Dr. Gomez from Rapid Med Urgent Care. Thanks to all those sponsors for making tonight possible for us.
A little end around here to Ross, and he wants to throw, and he is got nobody. Closest man to it is Argyle's Will Ramsey, who had a shot for the interception, but he's only able to get his left arm up on it and can't make the catch, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, there's a
Argyle secondary did a great job there of staying home.
They did. One of those trick plays we told you to watch for, but had he decided to run the ball, I think he would have gotten to like at least midfield, maybe farther.
Right.
Because there was nobody outside the hash mark on the near side where Dubar was ready to just go.
And I will tell you that Ross has ran the ball quite a bit earlier this season, was a receiver and all that kind of stuff. So Gentry under some pressure again. Oh, this one almost intercepted by Grant Mariball coming over from his linebacker spot. Pass was intended that time for Jonathan Brown, and that falls incomplete. And I'm not sure where big old Grant Mariball came from, but he just came flying out of nowhere and almost picked that ball off.
He did. He came from middle linebacker, the 6', 225-pound sophomore. First pass broken up of the year. Had he not gotten it, Jet Copeland might have intercepted it, but Jet was so, I think, surprised to see something that big coming across his face. He went, whoa, what was that? That was Grant. Nice play from the sophomore middle linebacker, one of those super softs.
3rd down and 10. 2 receivers right, 2 left for the Coyotes. Oh, ball goes through Gentry's hands on the snap, and now he is just going to throw it away out of bounds to not lose any more yardage and set up a punt. Grant Mariball was in his face as he was getting ready to throw that football, but snap wasn't bad. I think Gentry just wasn't ready for it. A little to his left, but it went through his hands, and Coyotes will have to punt the football away.
Boy, Grant, with some closing speed from Grant Mariball. Really, really nice job putting pressure on a middle linebacker blitz. Argyle forces another punt.
Jaden Adams back in punt formation. We'll see if the special forces come after this one, and they're coming, but nobody there to block it, and the punter goes down again. Fair catch is made by Zach Stewart. It's a 24-yard punt. No return for Stewart. Argyle has it 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. Let's head down to the sideline and check in with the great Chippewa lineman, Clark McNulty.
I'll tell you what, guys, I'm I was really impressed with that last drive of the Argyle Eagles offense. They started attacking the middle of the field, which they haven't done yet tonight. And I'm really kind of hoping that they get the tight end back involved in this offensive game plan, because I think the Anna defense is really concentrated on that outside run, or on the outside pass routes.
Argyle staying fresh here. All the starters now have come back in on the offensive line. Here's handoff, Tito Bice, the starter there as well, and a nice tackle there, a shoestring tackle there for Colton Bridwell. After a gain of only 2, that puts Argyle into Anna territory at the 49.
You don't say this hardly at all, but Jack Tucker missed a block. His brother Wes over there said, come on, man.
Yeah, put me back in there. Let me show you how it's done. Here's Tito. He's got some running room this time on the right side. He's going to get inside the 45 to the 44-yard line for Tito. A pickup of 5 for the senior running back.
So how must it feel if you're Anna? Braden Baker is just chewing up yardage left and right, averaging, 7 yards a carry, and then maybe the best running back in 4A comes in on the next possession in Tito Bice.
And Tito gets it again here on 3rd down and 3 behind one of the best offensive lines, if not the best offensive line in any classification. And they help Tito get about 5, and then Tito pushes forward for about 4 more to the 35-yard line. 9-yard gain for Bice.
Blake Spence got in there and helped him get 3 more at the end.
Quick pass this time out to Cole Kirkpatrick. It's a nice block from one of his receivers out there. He's making some moves all the way down inside the 13-yard line for Cole Kirkpatrick, a 21-yard gain. Nice job out there by his fellow receivers. Sutton Lee, Gannon Pales also out there. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the Anna 14. And it's Tito again, running left this time. He's going to break 1 tackle. He's going to get inside the 10 up to the 9-yard line. And you can also tell that's how good Tito is, as well as he's running. You can also tell there's just still maybe a little bit of
maybe hesitation.
Exactly, yeah.
One of the things I really like about Argyle is the blocking downfield by the receivers. Coaches talk a lot about buy-in. You get buy-in when receivers will go 15 yards downfield and block.
Yeah, absolutely. Timeout on the field. 6:29 to play here before the half. We'll just keep it right here. Matter of fact, what's coming up at halftime, Andy?
Well, what we have coming up here at halftime is the Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show, and we're going to hear Cole Kirkpatrick was our player spotlight this week. And
he likes
cakes, and he's a syrup connoisseur.
Yeah, he is a syrup connoisseur.
What is the equivalent of a sommelier for syrup? He would be it, so he knows his syrup, and just stay tuned for that. One of the things we're excited about tonight, Kenny, is that tonight, if Argyle can hang on to this 14-0 lead and maybe even extend it, it'll be win number 200 in head coach Todd Rogers' career. And that is saying something. He started in 2003 and is going for win number 200 tonight. That is a big, big milestone for head coach Todd Rogers in his 18th year here in Argyle. And so we'll be talking more about that as the game progresses, one of which would be some of our most memorable Coach Rogers wins. And I have a list of 5.
Okay.
So when you want me to, I'll give you number 5 on that list.
Okay. Argyle leading thing here with 6:29 to play in the second quarter. You think they'd be dominating. If you look at stats, Argyle 272 yards total offense to Anna's 49, but the scoreboard only 14-0. Here's a little throwback to Jack Tucker, who was eligible. He's headed toward the end zone. He steps out of bounds.
Oh, come on.
You think big 75 could drag 3 or 4 tacklers into the end zone, but he's drug out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. 4-yard line is Jack, but it is a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Argyle.
I don't think I've ever seen you or Clark as excited as you were
pumped
on that last play. A couple of linemen, like they love linemen doing non-lineman things.
Yeah, Jack lined up as a tackle again this time. He's not going to get it, but Tito Bice is on the right side, and he will get into the end zone for the Argyle touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run for Tito Bice, his 2nd of the night. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
How did Jack Tucker not score on that? Like, he's 6'7". He could have just turned upfield. Maybe he doesn't carry the ball very much. Could that be it?
Maybe he thought he was on a Canadian field or something. I don't know, because
throwback pass to Jack Tucker.
And the extra point from Caden Dodson is good. 6:14 to play before the half. Our new score, Argyle 21, Anna nothing on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
The Real Estate Station, Argyle's first and only privately owned real estate office since 1986, wants to say thank you. We know you have a choice when it comes to trusting a professional to meet all of your real estate needs. We at the Real Estate Station love Argyle, and we are your neighbors. All of our team lives here. We're also members of the Eagle family. We value investing in our community and helping make Argyle great. Speaking of great, we're proud to cheer on our Argyle Eagles, and with everyone's support, they can accomplish anything. We'd love to meet you. Dave and Kathy Salisbury and the Real Estate Station team.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm agent Matt Poitz and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Matt Poitz at 940-591-6644 today.
Looks like Caden Dodson will do the more normal kickoff this time, a high end over end, and that'll be taken by Jambers Dubar back at the 5-yard line. And Dubar's got room all the way over on the right side. He's finally chased out of bounds from behind at the 37-yard line by Carson Shaw and Jacob Robinson. But nice field position here for the Coyotes at their own 37-yard line, with Argyle leading 21-0, and a drive summary from Andy Ace Smith.
Well, Ty and Jennifer Homeyer from the Design House bring you this drive summary. Argyle chewing it up on the ground and through the air. 7 plays, 51 yards, took a minute 48. Tito Bice gets his 3rd touchdown carry of the year. And C.J. Rogers now 13 for 22, 156 yards through the air. Argyle right at about a 50-50 run-pass balance tonight, including a pass to their left tackle.
Devontae Davis, the ball carrier, and Grant Mariball just slings him down at the 42-yard line after a pickup of about 5. I think some fans here on the Anna side wanting a face mask.
I think they were just mad that he was that mean.
Maybe that's it.
Don't be so mean. Well, he just threw him to the ground. I don't want to really get dirty, so I'm just going to throw you down there. Grant Mariball, boy, he has been disruptive tonight. Maybe one of his more disruptive performances.
2nd down and 5 here for the Coyotes. Gentry going to throw the quick hitter, and it is complete on the near sideline. A 1st down, and then 4 or 5 Eagles converge to make the stop, including Brock Bunce, number 36. And that's Jonathan Brown making that catch, and it'll be right at the midfield stripe. And Spencer Jeffries and the greatness of Jimmy Stapleton. You're great too, Spencer. Shout out to those guys.
I want to send a shout out to my lovely wife, Gina, back in Denton.
Hi, lovely wife, Gina.
She is Gigi tonight, as she's taking care of the grandbabies solo tonight. So 3 kids under the age of 5, all by her lonesome.
Here's Dubar. Nowhere to go. Nice defensive stop. Davis Elsey, Zach Stewart, Dax Haraney all in to make the stop. Nice job by Dax Haraney there to break down and not allow that running back to cut inside. A 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12 for the Coyotes.
Another example of great pursuit by Argyle, and they're tackling better in space. First couple of possessions been a little bit of a struggle, but since then have really tightened it up. And Anna's not all that anxious to run a play because they want to burn some clock. Argyle has scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
2nd down and 12 here for the Coyotes. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Gentry now under a lot of pressure, being chased by Chase Bunnell, and he'll just throw it away. Bunnell showing a little bit of speed there as he was keeping up step for step there with Zacchaeus Gentry, and it'll be 3rd down and 12.
6'1", 251-pound senior Chase Bunnell. Chase is right. I've seen him a couple of times. He's the lead man down the field on kickoff team. That's a defensive end, defensive tackle, chasing down a really speedy quarterback who was hearing footsteps from Chase Bunnell.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12, 4:17 to play here in our second quarter. Eagles leading 21-0. Gentry just no time to throw the football. Got a man coming in motion this time from left to right, and Gentry now has got a little bit of time, but he's going to throw it over the middle, and a nice catch there from Jonathan Brown. Goes up high to get that ball over Zach Stewart, and that's a 16-yard gain to the Argyle 36-yard line, and a Coyote first down. Best looking play for the Coyotes tonight for sure.
Yeah, it's good looking route by the receiver. Came over the middle, knew he was going to take a big hit from Zach Stewart. He did, but went up and made the catch. And the Coyotes, their deepest possession in Argyle territory so far at the Argyle 36-yard line, 3:56 to go until halftime.
Play action to Davis. Gentry now running. He's pointing, trying to get a man open, and ends up just throwing the ball away. Lots of pressure back there. Darren Chapa, Chase Bunnell, and Brock Bunce all back there in the area of Zacharias Gentry. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, yeah, the quarterback was looking for Jonathan Brown, that big receiver here on the near side. He's a sophomore, but he was triple covered. And then it was really, he didn't have time to look at his second option. He was under great duress.
2nd down 10. Davis, the ball carrier. There's a flag down, and he is brought down. Gain of a couple that time. He is wrapped up by Michael Madre.
Might have been in the area of a, well, no, never mind. I'm not going to. Why don't we let the official tell us in great detail what happened as the officiating crew.
They're trying to figure out where to go and what to do, and it's going to be on the Coyotes. They're going they're moving that way. So
purple jerseys going north.
Offense, number 75. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Can I make a football opinion?
Opinion away.
I don't like that they announced the number of the penalty in high school football. I just don't like that, and that's it. Back to you.
Okay.
I just wanted to register that thought.
At least I don't know when that rule changed.
Yeah, should have changed. 7 or 8 years ago.
I
guess your answer to that is, well, don't make a penalty.
Yeah, don't make a penalty.
Don't like it.
Here's a pass into double coverage, and it's incomplete. Was intended for Micaiah Ross. Ran Nash on the coverage, and Hunter Roberts came over from the safety spots to help out and knock the ball away. Incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down. And again, they need to get to about Lucas. Melissa, maybe?
Probably more like Melissa, and they're sitting over there by your in-laws, really, wherever they are.
Back there. Yeah, they're back there in Van Alstyne
well,
somewhere.
Zach Gentry, though, he's got a really good arm. He can.
Oh, there's no doubt.
He can spin it, as the football people like to say. But Argyle closing quickly. Hunter Roberts really closed quickly to make that PBU.
Timeout. Anna, 3:25 to play before the half. We'll take a timeout to 21-0. Argyle leads Anna. Back with more Eagle football in just a moment.
Since 1997, offering financing options designed for your family needs. CNN Mortgage is a proud sponsor of the Argyle Eagles. We have expanded and we invite you into our office right here in Argyle or our main office in Grapevine. CNN Mortgage is an active member of the community, so mention this ad and receive $550 towards the cost of your appraisal when we finance your next home. If you have dreams, we have solutions. CNN Mortgage is a licensed mortgage lender in the state of Texas. NMLS number is 148530. Joe Bartram's NMLS number is 1010778. Go Eagles!
Hey, Eagle fans, need a place to store all your championship trophies and medals? Yellow Door Storage, located at I-35W and Crawford Road next to the new emergency hospital, is a brand new Class A facility with climate-controlled and drive-up units, fully enclosed boat and RV storage, and a state-of-the-art security system. Whether you're moving into a new home, reorganizing your garage, or expanding your business, Yellow Door Storage is the solution for you. When you need to store, think Yellow Door.
Third and a long way here for the Coyotes. And under some pressure here is Gentry. He's going to get away from Jasper Lott, find a wide open receiver. Nowhere near a first down, though. He's going to have a nice gain to the Argyle 34-yard line is Colin Swindell. But it will be short of a first down. It'll be 4th down and about 8 for the Coyotes.
What a heads-up play by Zach Gentry. I mean, he could not have been under more pressure. Jasper Lott on one side, Michael Madre and Davis Elsey on the other, and he kept his poise and threw a nice pass and got it in manageable 4th down territory to go for it, which they are going to go for it at Argyle's 34-yard line. Another 4th down attempt.
4th down and 8 here for the Coyotes. And the Argyle 34. Gentry, deep drop. He's just going to heave it. He's hit by Chase Bunnell as he lets go of it, and incomplete. Jonathan Brown was there, had a shot at it. Hunter Roberts, decent coverage, but Brown had a chance to make that catch. It's incomplete. And we've got an injured Coyote down.
Chase Bunnell with just unbelievable speed and pressure jumped up, forced Zach to throw it maybe 1 second before he wanted to, but that was a play that you would want your receiver to make. I'm not sure, it almost looked like he didn't see it.
Yeah, we got an injured and a Coyote out there on the field. We're going to take us a timeout, a Rapid Med Urgent Care timeout. 2:25 to play before the half. Argyle leading 21-0. We're back in a moment on AEBC Broadcasting.
State-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. We're just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. Direct access to Rapid Med over the web. Now offering coronavirus testing results in 15 minutes. Rapid Med Urgent Care, extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
Back at Coyote Stadium. Still in the middle of an injury timeout here at Coyote Stadium. Want to give a quick shout out to the Inmans and the Schraders listening to us tonight. Probably together.
What's up, Schraders?
They hang out.
Say hey to the Inmans for us.
Michael and Kelly Pritchot as well. Say a big shout out to them. And hey, Andy, I know there's some more fun stuff coming up.
Oh, halftime
at
is going to be spectacular tonight. Coming up here at the Rapid Med halftime show, we got the player spotlight interview with Cole Kirkpatrick. You can get to hear him talk about syrup and where he thinks he might be the best gamer on the team. That's saying something. We'll get the Eagle update, Argyle ISD Eagle update from Director of Communications Rick Herron and his colleague Pam Arrington. John Little will give us the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll get stats and sounds from the first half, and then the Rapid Med keys for the second half, and see if Argyle can get Coach Rogers his 200th career victory tonight.
As Landon Capps, big number 75. We don't have his height and weight, unfortunately, but
can they
I could say
somebody to help him? I don't think the student trainer.
I'm kind of with Clark there. He said he probably goes about 6'3", 6'4", maybe 280, and yeah, you had about a 5'6", 104-pound girl trying to.
She was really doing her best, but that's a big boy right there.
Boy, you hate to see that. Landon not putting any weight on that right leg, and he's a sophomore offensive lineman for the Coyotes.
Well, the Coyotes are a young team, aren't they? Got
They
a lot
are
of sophomores, starting a couple of freshmen on defense, and Argyle's really going deep into the playbook and have too many men on the field. Now they don't.
3 receivers left, 1 right, and it is a handoff. Straight up the middle goes Braden Baker, bouncing off tacklers all the way into Coyote territory to the 47-yard line, a 19-yard gain for Braden Baker on first down.
I believe that's the longest run of the night for Argyle on a night of running. Argyle is a 60% running team.
1st and 10, quick pass out here to Cash Walker. Gets a block there from Riley Page, but a nice job defensively by Jaden Adams to fight off that block, and ends up only being a pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8.
I like the play when they throw it to Cash Walker when he's running wide open down the middle of the field and catches it for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's a much.
Let's call that one.
I like that one too. 3 receivers right, 1 left this time for the Eagles. Wes Tucker is pulling this time, gets a nice block up front. Nick Rubian driving his man 10, 11, 12 yards down the field, and Braden Baker picks up 12 yards to the 34-yard line.
Boy, Dominic Reed just completely, it was like, forget about it, as they would say, up in New Jersey.
Forget
like
about
my friend Brett Trainer up in New Jersey listening tonight, our #1 fan. Forget about it.
We've got an injured Coyote on the field, but I think we're just cramping up a little bit here is Micaiah Ross, number 3.
Braden Baker now at 98 yards, and all of it between the tackles. 13 carries on the night for the senior. Boy, you talk about, lightning and thunder, right? We used to talk about Nick Ralston and Ian Sadler as, it is that way, but it's like thunder, lightning, thunder, hail.
And a little bit of wind, yeah.
A lot of wind, and it's pick your element, really. What in the wide world of sports is going on now?
And now Anna takes a timeout. Minute 44 to play before the half. Argyle leads 21-0. We'll take a timeout as well here on AEBC Broadcasting.
Feel like you never have any space to put things? Tired of your closet always looking cluttered, no matter how you try to organize it? Try Closets by Design. Have an expert out for a free consultation to have a look at your closet, garage, home office, pantry, anything. And they will build you a closet system that caters to your every need. Why go buy a basic, cookie-cutter piece of furniture when you can put in a system tailored specifically for your every need? Schedule your consultation today by calling 972-361-0010 or schedule it online at closetsbydesign.com. Imagine your home totally organized. Closets by Design.
Hey Argyle folks, want 100% employee pricing on a new set of wheels? Then get to Waxahachie Autoplex today. Owners Wes and Lisa Spence are proud parents of number 78 Blake Spence. So whether you need Ford, Dodge, Jeep, or Nissan, you'll find the best selection of new and pre-owned cars and trucks. Wes doesn't play games with a sales staff. In fact, he'll deliver the car and sign the paperwork on your kitchen table. Tell him you heard about it from us. Great selection, service, and price. That's what Waxahachie Autoplex is all about.
21-0 Eagles lead the Coyotes here, minute 44 to play before the half. And Andy was talking about this earlier. And Andy, I want to know something.
What do you want to know, Kenny?
What's your fifth all-time memorable Todd Rogers victory?
Well, if he gets it tonight, it'll be win number 200 for him. And I thought about back over the years, number 5 on my top 5 list is the 2010 season opener. Lovejoy comes into that game ranked number 1 in Class 4A, Argyle in 3A. Argyle given no chance, but Argyle gets the win for Coach Rogers, 17-14 in the season opener. And that had a lot of meaning to me for a lot of reasons.
Jasper Lott makes the catch this time, and all the way down to the 24-yard line as he was running over a few guys there, and that is just shy of a first down. It'll be second down about half a yard.
My last thought about that game is Rogers comes sprinting up the stairs to the press box and bear hugs everybody. I've never seen him do that before or since.
So they did give him a first down, and now it's Braden Baker ahead for 4 more to the 20-yard line. I remember that game. We moved here and we moved to Argyle in 2009, and so that was my first, well, technically my second Argyle season.
Hey,
and,
Kenny,
I'm
glad you were here. I got a shout out I have to give urgently.
Second down and 6. C.J. Rogers pump fakes, takes off running. Now he's inside the 10, makes a move there at the 5. Spin move into the end zone. Argyle touchdown.
I love the spin move. He's a whirling dervish.
20-yard touchdown run for C.J. Rogers. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
What a run from the senior. Hey, very quick shout out because it's bedtime for Paige and Ella, my sweet, most beautiful granddaughters on the history of granddaughters. So Paige and Ella, good night.
Good night, Paige and Ella.
We'll see you. I'll come check on you when I get home later. Good night, Paige and Ella.
Caden Dotson for the extra point. Good snap by Logan May. Sutton Lee's hold is down. And the extra point is good. 47 seconds to play before the half. Our new score, Argyle 28, Anna nothing. We're back with more Eagle football in just a moment. This broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our corporate advertising sponsors who have enabled Argyle ISD athletic programs to achieve many exceptional accomplishments, including state championships in multiple sports and 8 consecutive Lone Star Cups. These sponsorships remain the primary source of funding for the Booster Club, which directs the expenditures towards Argyle athletics and clubs at the high school and middle school level. Your corporate sponsorship provides the best opportunity for our student athletes to reach their full potential here at Argyle ISD, and in return, we offer numerous advertising packages which fit your budget to brand your business with high high visibility in the stadiums or right here on these airwaves. Do you want to be a sponsor and support the athletics here at Argyle ISD? Contact Brian and Shelley Stone at aebc.sponsorship@gmail.com to begin your support. Go Eagles! $28-0 now. Eagles. Leading the Coyotes is Caden Dodson. 3 steps, short pooch kick, and that will be fair caught at the 26-yard line that time by Joey. No, I'm sorry, that's number 42, not number 12. Number 42 is Abram Greer, a freshman, and first and 10 at the 27-yard line now for the Coyotes with 47 seconds played before the half. Drive summary, and Andy Ace Smith.
Just waiting for that. Thank you very much. So the good folks at Remax North Texas team, that'd be Gillette Ryan Shavy, proprietor of Remax North Texas team, bringing this drive summary. It took just 6 plays to go 66 yards, capped off by a 20-yard, actually it was a 19-yard run and a 1-yard spin move for C.J. Rogers for the touchdown.
Gentry just keeps it himself this time, and he's going to lose a yard. Reed Atkins in on the stop that time for Argyle.
Coach Rogers told me preseason Reed Atkins might be pound for pound the hardest hitter on the team. If he delivers hits like that, I agree.
Second down and 11 here. They're going to have to snap the ball one time.
They don't want to.
The play clock is like a second behind in front of the, I don't know, if you're really nice and you're the official, just don't throw the flag and let it go to halftime.
I would be okay with that.
But they do snap the ball, and they do hand the ball off. And Michael Madre and Reed Atkins combine for a 2-yard loss on a tackle in the backfield, and that will do it for the first half here at Coyote Stadium. Argyle leading 28-0. And thanks to Lori Jacobson, the DFW Legacy Real Estate Group. She will bring us our halftime chat here with Argyle head coach Todd Rogers, and Clark has him now down there on the sideline.
Yeah, I'm here. Coach, looked like you came out of the gate just a little bit slow. Maybe a couple drops, or some miscommunication there. But then you started turning it on with the ground game.
Sorry. Yeah, they did something a little bit different that we hadn't seen very much of. So we took a little acclimation period, but started getting our juices flowing and started hitting on all cylinders. And we've actually played a lot of kids in the first half, so that's good. It's going to build our depth and put us in position where we need to be very stacked in some experienced positions.
And this is the most we've seen Tito Bice all year. He came back from that knee injury, aggravated his hamstring a little bit. Now he's back. Can we expect to see more of him, or are you just kind of getting him back in the groove slowly?
Well, he's on a pitch count. You know, we want to get him back in some playing shape, and we'll be assessing that at halftime, and we'll make that decision right at the end of the half.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Coach.
That was, again, Argyle head coach Todd Rogers going for win number 200 in his career tonight. Thanks to Lori Jacobson of DFW Legacy Real Estate Group for that halftime chat with Coach Rogers. We are now in the middle of the Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show. Player spotlight with Cole Kirkpatrick on the way. The Argyle ISD Eagle update with Rick Herron and Pam Arrington. John Little with our out-of-town scoreboard and stats and sounds from the first half. All that coming up in the Rapid Med Urgent Care keys to the second half, all coming up on the Rapid Med Urgent Care halftime show. 28-0. Argyle leads Anna at the half. We're back with that halftime show in just a moment on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Buying or selling a home is likely your greatest investment. Lori Jacobson, broker of DFW Legacy Real Estate Group, believes in making the process easy and simple for your family. Whether you're moving into your forever home in Argyle or a first-time buyer, Lori is dedicated to making sure all of her clients walk away from the transaction satisfied. If you want the best, call Lori Jacobson, D Magazine's best real estate agent in 2019 and 2020. Lori wants to encourage all the Argyle Eagles to leave a legacy on and off the field. Go Eagles.
407 Barbecue is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles. Named the very best barbecue in all of DFW several times over, 407 Barbecue offers an array of award-winning smoked meats, including mouth-watering brisket and rib. If you're brave enough, try to tackle on your own Spudzilla. No plate is complete without one of their world-famous sides either. And don't get out the door until you round out your trip with a bowl of Grandma's banana pudding. 407 Barbecue is family-owned and operated by your neighbors right here in Argyle. See their menu and catering options online at 407bbq.com or see for yourself at I-35W exit 407. 407 Barbecue.
Welcome inside the Rapid Med halftime show. As your score at the half is Argyle 28, the Anna Coyotes nothing. As it was a little bit of a slow start there for Argyle in the first quarter, only putting up 7 points and had a couple empty possessions, but righted the ship in the second quarter with a lot of thanks to the running game. Tito Bice has made his largest appearance of the year in the first half with 9 carries in the first half. Up until this point, really, just one, which was a long touchdown in the first game of the year, but good to see some repetitive carries there for the senior Tito Bice, as the Anna band is now taking the field. But let's get you quickly to the player spotlight this week. Our guest was Cole Kirkpatrick, the senior wide receiver, setting all sorts of records at Argyle High School. He's going to rewrite the touchdowns record book, the game, season, and career, it looks like, for the talented senior. And he was a great guest this week. Had a lot of fun talking to him. And here is the senior wide receiver, Colt Kirkpatrick, on the player spotlight.
Step trying for 12 straight district titles. Our final tonight, Argyle 48, Melissa
recap
28.
The Melissa game real
Our
quick,
player
and then get into
spotlight
the player
guest was
spotlight.
a big contributor in the win against Melissa and has been a big contributor for the past 2 seasons for the Eagles. He finished the night with 6 catches for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. That brings his season tally up to 22 catches, 459 yards, and 7 touchdowns in just 5 games, which is really just 4 because he served as a primary decoy as all of Waco La Vega's attention was on him. Let's hear from Cole Kirkpatrick. All right, time now for the RE/MAX North Texas team player spotlight, and I'm seated with an Argyle record holder already, and it's just his senior year. It is senior wide receiver Cole Kirkpatrick. Hey, Cole, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. How's school?
It's going great.
Going great.
It's kind of weird this year with the mask, but everything else is normal.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that part. But you're here, right? Not virtual.
Yes, sir.
Was there any doubt that you'd come to school? Or
no, I knew it was my senior year, so I just wanted to come to school and make the best of it.
You didn't want to stay in your pajamas all day? And
no, I did that in the spring. It was fun at first, but
did it get old?
Yeah, it got old.
Okay. It's because you're up early for practice anyway.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And you're here. Might as well stay.
Yeah.
I guess. How's recruiting been?
It's been going great. I've still been talking to the same schools that offer me like back in the spring. Then I just picked up the Illinois offer. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
Is it overwhelming at times?
I mean, COVID has kind of made it stressful a little just because of like during the summer I couldn't go to any of the camps and all that. But
yeah,
besides that, it's been great.
But just being, a high prize like yourself, I would imagine you're just inundated with, hey, let's talk on the phone. Here's text messages, emails, just everybody's trying to get a piece of you. Has that been fun?
Yeah.
It's
been a lot of fun.
You like it. You like the spotlight. So I guess that heavily affects your college plans, but do you know what you want to major in yet?
I think I'm going to major in finance, like somewhere in the business field.
Yeah. Just want to make money.
Yeah.
As a kid growing up, did you have like an idea like, oh, I wanted to be this when I grew up?
I did not.
No? Not even like a football player or anything?
Well, I kind of was iffy on MLB or football, and then once I started to get to like intermediate school, I always wanted to be a baseball player. And then once I got to like middle school and high school, mostly middle school, I always wanted to be a football player.
So you were a baseball guy coming up?
Yeah. I started playing baseball way before I started playing football when I was young. I started t-ball like when I was 5. So.
Okay. Do you play here?
Yes. We barely had a season this past year, and then my freshman and sophomore year, I was on varsity. I just didn't really do anything, just watch the show.
So you were part of the 24?
Yep.
Okay. News to me.
Learn
All right.
something new every day.
All right. Congrats.
Thank you.
So you'll play in the spring?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What position?
Mainly pitcher, but I can play outfield too.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty fast, I would say. Maybe track down a few fly balls. When did you start here in Argyle?
I started here in 2nd grade. I moved from Flower Mound, and a couple of my friends from Flower Mound actually moved here, Jake Sullivan, and we all moved over here.
Do you remember the 2013 team at all, the state championship winning Argyle Eagles team?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was actually at that game.
Oh, the state championship winning team? Yeah. That was a good one.
For sure.
So what grade would that make you? 2013, so 7 years ago, 5th grade?
Yeah, I think I might have actually been in 4th. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
4th or 5th.
Yeah, because that would have been 2014,
Yeah.
the year that they. Okay. So obviously those guys were probably pretty big influences on you.
Yes, sir.
That state championship winning team. The reason I bring that up is one of the main cogs on the offense was Ian Sadler that year.
Yes,
and
sir.
that's the name that you've been taking down on that board out there, replacing his school records. So, as a kid watching Ian Sadler win a state title for his team, and now you're replacing his records, what does that mean to you?
It's awesome. I mean, I just grew up the biggest Ian Sadler fan. Like, that's one of the reasons I wear number 5 for Argyle, just because, like, when I was growing up, that was always one of my goals is to wear number 5.
Cool. That's cool how it comes full circle like that.
I
And then now
know.
you're taking down his record. Do you talk to him at all? Like,
Yes, sir.
did he say anything when you started taking down his name?
No, I started talking to him, like, during COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's, I don't know. I like stories like that. You
Yeah.
grow up as a kid idolizing somebody, then you get to know them later on in life. That's
Yes,
really
sir.
cool. So a big saying in football is, you don't really care what the outsiders have to say outside of the room. Like football players have a big, like, if you're not in the locker room with us, then
Yeah.
we don't really listen to you. The reason I bring that up is that room voted you team captain. So your peers voted you a captain of the football team. That's going to mean a lot. What did
Yes,
it mean
sir.
to you?
I mean, I've started varsity when I moved up as a freshman. That's always been one of my goals is to be one of the team captains just because, like, seeing all the people look up to them, it just means a lot that my teammates think of me that highly.
So when you find out, it's obviously a huge honor, but do you take a second to think like, man, that's cool. Now do you hold yourself to a higher standard when you're voted captain?
Yeah, I mean, like, when you're out there, you just kind of have to see yourself as a captain, know that people are looking up to you, so.
Yeah. And you get to go out for the coin toss sometimes.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Sometimes. There's only one person this year, so.
I know. That kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
Speaking of captain, CJ Rogers is also a captain. How's your chemistry with him been so far?
It's been great. I mean, during quarantine, we threw a lot. Like, me and Bo did the same thing, but, like, this quarantine, there was so much free time. Like, me and CJ got to throw. I went to some of his trainings with him, and it's just been great.
So, yeah, you mentioned you really didn't have much of an off season. I would imagine no 7-on-7.
Yeah.
That was
This
during
was like
that
the
time.
first year we're actually going to be able to, in a while, to play 7-on-7 to go to the state tournament. Because these past few years we haven't been able to. Just because, like, there's been so many kids in baseball. We didn't really have.
Yeah. I didn't
But
even think of that.
This year we were actually going to play 7-on-7 and then.
Okay, yeah, because Bo would have been playing baseball, so they went your quarterback. Wow, I didn't even think of that. On most off seasons, I would say you'd get time with Bo to practice your routes in your chemistry, but this year with no off season, you didn't have that. But since you guys were meeting up, you probably had more time with CJ than you did with Bo.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have a game in mind, but I want to hear your thought on this. If you had to point to one game in your career and say, that was my coming out party, what would it be?
I would either say my sophomore year, the Salina game when I didn't play all game, then I came in the very last drive and had I want to say 5 catches and then the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and then the other one was the Stephenville game last year when I broke 2 records and had 5 touchdowns.
That's my vote, is the Stephenville game. But you mentioned the Salina game. Did you push off?
I did not.
On the touchdown. A lot of Salina people think you did.
That's why because I heard the safety yelling at me, and that's why I looked back at the ref right when it happened. And then, because I knew I didn't touch him, I was just making sure.
Yeah, film backs you up.
Yeah.
You didn't touch him. He just slipped. But, yeah, that was a huge moment for you to kind of come in assert yourself. But yeah, I'd have to vote Stephenville because 5 touchdowns I would say is a pretty good game.
Yes, sir.
But thanks to that, you see so much more attention now. Teams will double you, they'll bracket you. You always see the other team's best corner. Does that kind of annoy you to some degree, or do you know it's really better for your offense to take away?
I mean, I have no problem with them double teaming me because I know that will help the whole team out, and I just like to see my teammates score more than I like scoring. So
of course the hypothetical is you're held catchless like La Vega, but your team wins big.
Yeah,
that's okay with you.
Of course.
Yeah, because you rack up 16 of those wins, you get a title like the 2013 team did.
Yes, sir. What
makes you so good at the point of the catch? You routinely moss people game in and game out. Like, what is there something you can attribute that to?
One of the things that I've noticed, like in middle school, I wasn't really good at like high pointing the ball. But one thing I've noticed, like through high school, I've just been able to track the ball better. Just like, because I did this drill where like the ball would like go over the crossbar and have to find it at the last second, and I would just have to. That's one of the things that really helped me.
What video game did you improve at the most during quarantine?
I would have to say Call of Duty Warzone.
Warzone? Okay.
I played a lot with John Copeland, actually.
All right. Former quarterback.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Normally squads are 4. Who are the other 2? Or did you just play you 2?
Well, they came out with the duos.
Okay.
So we played that.
All right. If you had to have a squad of 4 to go up against, let's say before the game, Thursday night, the 4 best Warzone players on Argyle plays the 4 best Warzone players on Anna. Who's your 4?
Just of like all time at Argyle or right now?
Right now, on the team.
I'd probably have to go me, Sheridan Wilson.
Okay.
Will Ramsey. And probably Knox.
Knox Scoggins. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You feel like your chances are pretty good with that 4?
Really good.
What is your favorite all-time Coach Rogers saying?
I'm going to have to go with Jacked Up on Mountain Dew. I always laughed at that one.
Has he busted that one out this year?
He has a couple times. Not as much as he usually does. He's kind of changing.
I'm afraid he's on to me because he knows I ask all you kids about his sayings, and then I ask him about them. So I'm wondering if he's changed it up a little bit.
I think he's trying to find some new sayings.
Well, yeah, we need some new material. But yeah, Tryptophan, Jacked Up on Mountain Dew, those are some all-timers. Final question for Cole Kirkpatrick, and it's sometimes the most important question I ask, and that is Waffle House or IHOP?
I'm going to have to go with IHOP. I'm a big fan of their pancakes and syrup. I don't know what it is about it. It's just top-notch.
There's syrup, too. So you can...
I don't know why. I've just always been a fan of their syrup.
Okay. Is it to the point where, like, if I gave you normal other syrup and then IHOP syrup, you could tell the difference?
Yeah.
You could. Big time. All right. So you have 2 of the Argyle records, the touchdowns in a game and then touchdowns in a season, working on the touchdowns in a career going this year. And best of luck for the rest of the year. You got a couple more district games and some playoffs to add to your record collection.
Yes, sir.
But best of luck and go get a ring.
Thank you.
That was our player spotlight with senior wide receiver Cole Kirkpatrick, and I'm joined by Andy Smith in the Rapid Med halftime show as Argyle leads Anna 28-0. And Andy, I shortchanged Cole Kirkpatrick. He's actually got 5 of the school records.
He does, and I just want us all to step back for a moment and just, appreciate what Cole has done in his time here in Argyle. He owns 5 school records in receiving. He owns the record for yards in a game at 289. Last year against Stephenville in the playoffs. Yards in a season, 1,627, and he shattered that record by over 300 yards. Receiving touchdowns in a game, 5 with that 5 touchdown game against Stephenville you talked about. He also has receiving touchdowns in a career now. He's at 42 receiving touchdowns in a career, breaking the record from Ian Sadler. And last season, he set the record for receiving touchdowns in a season with 29, and that put him number 10 all time in the state of Texas for all classifications for all years in high school football. Number 10 all time on the list of receiving touchdowns in a season. Cole Kirkpatrick is very, very special.
He is, and good kid, too. You know, that's the biggest thing that I guess I come away with doing these player spotlights is there's not – it's always yes, sir. They're always so cordial. They're on time. They're respectful. And they're unique kids. It's always a joy to talk to them, and I always come away impressed, even though I guess I shouldn't because I'm impressed weekly. But these are some great kids here in Argyle, and what a great special senior class this has been for Argyle football.
No doubt about it. He's driven to excel in everything, and to him it's about being the difference maker, and that's the motto of this year's team is be the difference maker in everything you do. And Cole Kirkpatrick leads the way.
Absolutely. 10.5 minutes to go in this Rapid Med halftime show. Let's get you to the Argyle ISD Eagle update, and let's hear from Rick Aaron and Pam Arrington. And Pam Arrington's got a special guest this week, Jason Bird, the director of the band. So it's a good update, and let's take a listen.
Hey, Eagle fans. This is Rick Aaron, Director of Communications for Argyle ISD, with this week's Eagle Update about news and happenings across the district. Well, Argyle High School held a special celebration last Friday before the Eagle football game. It was a special tribute to the Eagles varsity boys basketball team, which reached the state tournament last spring. As we all remember, the UIL state tournament was cut short due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and the team was forced to come home from San Antonio. But the UIL and Argyle ISD have been committed to honoring these outstanding student athletes for this historic accomplishment. So last Friday was another memorable occasion for these players and coaches as they held a state championship ring ceremony at the school. Players and coaches received their shiny new state championship rings and enjoyed a celebration with family and friends, posing for pictures and getting together one more time. The Eagle team finished 33-4 last year and earned Argyle's 4th appearance at the state tournament. Congratulations to Coach Perkins and his Eagle players and coaches. This is a friendly reminder regarding October being National Principals Month. This is a great opportunity to let our principals know how special they are and how grateful we are for their service and dedication to our Eagles. Now more than ever, their leadership is needed every day on our campuses, and they are doing a tremendous job providing the safest environment possible for our students and staff. So please take a moment during this month, send them a friendly email or thank them if you see them on a campus, and thank them for their leadership, guidance, and overall care for our students and staff. If you haven't already seen some of the great photos from Homecoming Week, be sure to visit Argyle ISD's social media accounts that include Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Videos and photos from the week have been shared and are also available on the Talon News social media accounts. Always a big shout out to the tremendous job our Talon News students do in covering all things Eagles all throughout the year and the incredible work they produce. Here's some helpful information regarding early voting for our Eagle fans out there. Early voting begins Tuesday, October 13th and goes through Friday, October 30th. One of the early voting locations here nearby in Argyle is the Argyle Town Hall, located at 308 Denton Street East. 2 places on the Argyle ISD School Board are up for election, and you can visit Argyle ISD's website for more information on the candidates and the early voting locations around Denton County. Hey Eagles, don't forget this Monday is a student and staff holiday, so all schools and district facilities will be closed on Monday, October 12th. This also applies to our virtual instruction students, and there will be no online expectations for them on Monday. For parents seeking more information regarding upcoming important dates in the district, visit argyleisd.com to view this year's district calendar. So Eagles, enjoy a fun and safe long weekend, and we'll see you back on Tuesday. Well, that's it for this week's communications update. So now I'll pass it over to Pam Arrington, the District Director of Marketing and Special Events.
All right, thank you so much, Rick. Well, Argyle Eagles, I am here with the Argyle ISD Director of Bands, Mr. Jason Bird, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about what all is going on with the Argyle High School Band, giving us some updates, and then also talking to us about 2 fundraisers that they currently have going on here in the district. Mr. Bird, so great for you to join us.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to come and talk to you guys. The band is having a great year so far. It's going to be a long year. The UIL's extended our year all the way until December. So we are going to be following the traditional football schedule all the way through the playoffs. And our competitive season actually doesn't even begin until November 18th, which is about a month after it usually begins. So we started at the same time. We end a little bit later, but we are putting a a good foot forward and moving in the right direction.
Wonderful. Well, tell us about the fundraisers that you have going on right now.
We have two big fundraisers that are happening right now. One's a poinsettia sale that benefits both high school and middle school band. All the kids have little flyers right now. They're walking around collecting purchases. I think the poinsettia is $15 per poinsettia. All of the checks are payable to the boosters. We're also doing a fleece blanket sale. For $55, you get Argyle Eagles fleece blanket that you can cuddle up with on the couch or at the football games with, of course, only your family members in the stadium. So
absolutely, absolutely. Well, as a band parent myself, I have a son in the Argyle Middle School band. We always look forward to the poinsettias. And then, of course, we always thank the Argyle ISD band program because they always deliver us a few poinsettias up to the Argyle ISD admin building. And I know I will also be ordering a fleece blanket. I think whether you're going to use it at the game or at home, it's a win-win either way. I mean, if you have a child in band, you could put it on their bed as decoration. I think it's great. It just shows off our Argyle spirit. Well, Mr. Bird, anything else you want to share with us in regard to maybe how your year is going? What has been the highlight so far of this year for you?
The highlight so far this year has really just being able to play at all the home games and the JV games. It's been an awesome experience for us. It's been different, as you're aware. Having to sit down on the field and spreading out. We spread all the kids out within 6 feet of each other, or not within 6 feet, but beyond 6 feet of each other. And we have lots of social distancing. We have masks on our instruments, believe it or not. So I guess if you say highlight, the highlight has been that the kids have been working really hard on their music and working hard on their show at the same time, understanding the challenges of what's been given to us this year. So it's been a good year so far.
Yes, and so we want to thank you so much for being here with us today, taking the time to update us on the Argyle High School Band. And of course, make sure you're checking the Argyle ISD Eagle Update newsletter for more information on how you can support the band in their two fundraisers that they have going on right now. Thanks so much. All right, well, Argyle, I want to end it with giving you some information on an upcoming holiday event that we all look forward to every year. That's the Argyle Holiday Market. All proceeds benefit Project Graduation. Mark your calendars for November the 7th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This event will take place at the Argyle High School Indoor Athletic Complex and in the parking lot just adjacent. I know this is an event I always look forward to, so make sure you bring lots of bags so you can carry home all the great things that you're going to purchase at this event. Well, everyone, I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Make sure you mask up and go Eagles.
Thank you, Rick and Pam. Yeah, thanks, Blake, for thanking Rick and Pam. As this is the Rapid Med halftime show. Argyle leading Anna at the break 28-0. Just a couple minutes left here in this halftime show. Just enough time to give you some out-of-town scores from John Little in our out-of-town scoreboard segment. Hi, John, you there?
Yeah, Blake, it's good to be back. Bring some scores to you. Thank you so much. First of all, starting off in 7-4A1, the district that Argyle belongs to. Melissa's off this week after last week's big loss to Argyle. Melissa's still number 7 in the 4A Division I top 10. Also tonight, Kaufman is at Terrell. Kaufman leading this one by 4 touchdowns at the half, 27-0. Also 3-3 Paris taking on 0-3 Ranchview, and it's Paris leading Ranchview 13-0 after 1. That's the last score that was available. Now the 4A Division I top 10, Argyle is number 1. Lampasas right behind at number 2, and it looks like they're going to stay there. They lead at Taylor 42-0 in the second quarter. Waco La Vega's at Stephenville tonight, and La Vega leads at the half 14-0. Port Lavaca Calhoun getting together with Beeville Jones. No score available. Corpus Christi Cal Allen is drubbing Toloso Midway 35-7. That game is at the break. Number 6 Canyon at Andrews, and Andrews with the upset bid so far, leading Canyon 14-11 in the third quarter. Canyon comes in undefeated at 5-0. Number 8 Springtown taking on Lake Worth. It's all Springtown right now, 24-0 at the half. That game being played in Springtown. El Campo and Stafford getting together. El Campo is number 9 and Stafford leads the number 9 team in the state, 13-7 in the third. No score available from number 10 Fredericksburg taking on Burnett in the Centex region. Other games around the area you might be interested in. Salina leads Aubrey at the half, 20-14. Also at the break, it is Decatur leading Gainesville by a 34-14 score. Graham over Bridgeport, 35-7. Then Alstein visiting Crum and leading 29-6 at the break. Boyd leads Ponder at the half, 7-0. That game played in Ponder. And Pilot Point on top of Paradise, 17-7 at the half. Some other Denton County scores. Some of the big schools, Louisville at Arlington Lamar tonight. That game is tied at 21 in the third quarter. Mansfield Timberview coming to Flower Mound and leading Flower Mound 12-0 in the third. Also in the third, Denton hosting the Colony. That is a 7-all ball game. Denton Ryan has 2 weeks off, the little bye in the middle of the season due to COVID. Also, Liberty Christian taking on Frisco Reedy, and it's Reedy with a 21-7 lead over Liberty Christian at the break. Last night's action, there was a lot of it. Geyer took down Mansfield Lake Ridge 56-20. Eli Stowers with 303 through the air, 3 touchdowns plus another rushing touchdown. Marcus beats Keller Central 49-10. Was not close. Garrett Nussmeier, 5 touchdown passes. Hebron trounced Northwest Eaton 31-7. Benton Braswell with a basketball score over Pierce 69-63. Yeah, that was the final score there as Braswell's Tristan McClary, 327 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Pierce's Burke Wahlberg in a losing effort passed for 509 and 7 touchdowns. We'll be back after the game. Blake?
Thank you, John. Just in time. Here's Kenny and Andy.
Man, what a post.
Yeah.
There's the kickoff. It's going to be taken by Dubar at the 5-yard line. He's got a little room out across the 25 to the 26-yard line, it looked like. Carson Shaw in on the stop for Argyle. Knox Scoggins as well. And the offense of the Anna Coyotes will have the football first here to start the third quarter. That is quarterback Zacharias Gentry. Chambers Dubar and Davante Davis are the running backs. Jonathan Brown, Colton, and Joey Slaughter are the receivers. Colton Bridwell, the tight end. Jay Heath, the center. Cooper Mosier is the right guard. We'll see who comes in at left guard. As Landon Capps was injured in that first half, it's going to be number 56 for them, which is Caleb Archer. Will be at left guard. J.R. Box and Jose Perez are the tackles. Talk a little Argyle defense here in just a moment as Dubar gets the carry. Chambers Dubar. And he's going to get out across the 32-yard line before Grant Mariball can make the stop along with Michael Madre. And it'll be 2nd down and 4 after that 6-yard gain. Starting for the Eagles in this second half, looks like up front it is Madre and Chapa. And also Chase Bunnell. The linebackers are Davis, Elsie, Grant Mariball, and Reed Atkins. And in the secondary, it's Caleb Murdoch.
Yeah, that was interesting. Number 9, Dubar, just after the play, in fact, they were getting ready to run a play, and he just falls down to the ground. And I don't know if it's a cramp or what it is, but
Jet Copeland also out there at one of the corner spots, and we'll talk the rest of that Argyle defense in just a moment. And looks like maybe he just cramped up a little bit. No, he's kind of holding his arm.
Kind of holding his arm, or, you know, he's
holding something.
Maybe trying to recover from getting hit in an area that you never want to get hit in, maybe.
Also,
we could only wonder, you know. But he looks like he's going to be back in pretty soon.
Also in that secondary for Argyle is Jacob Robinson, Zach Stewart, and Will Ramsey. It's going to be Micaiah Ross getting the call this time, and he is going to be absolutely hammered as he goes around the left side. Chase Bunnell in to make the stop. Zach Stewart in there as well. A loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, man, all I saw there were like 6 purple jerseys going the wrong way, and red pants and white jerseys and white helmets pushing them that way. Great penetration from the right side of Argyle's defensive line. Davis Elsie, Grant Mirabal also in there.
Jasper Lott checks in at a defensive end spot for Argyle. Gentry, he's got some time. This time now he's going to take off running. Maribal chasing him down. He's going to get out across the 35. He's going to have a 1st down, and he was hammered by a couple of Eagles. Grant Maribal being one of those. Reed Atkins as well in there, but it is a gain of about 7, just enough for a Coyote first down at their own 37.
Zacharias is no wee man. He's not the wee Zacharias that you might have read about. That's a big play right there. He took a big hit. Grant Mirabal making his case for defensive player of the game. He's middle linebacker, sideline to sideline. Very, very active tonight. What you want from your middle linebacker.
1st and 10. Elsey putting some pressure on Gentry. Nice pass, though, is complete to the 41-yard line. A 4-yard pickup as that pass was complete there to Brandon Adams on the sideline, and he is out of bounds. Wholesale changes on the defensive front for Argyle. Chippewa lineman Clark, you got something for us down there?
All the time. They came out pretty fired up. I think Coach Rogers, who demands perfection no matter what the circumstances are, might have gotten into him a little bit in the locker room this halftime.
So a little Chick-fil-A on 407 mood on the sideline as the Eagles have come back out. And defensively now up front, it looks like Ethan Gonzalez has checked in, Reese McHugh and Aiden Pruner on that defensive front. And it's going to be a handoff here. Oh, ball is loose, and it looks like the Eagles are going to get on it. Jet Copeland is the one that made the hit, and coming up with the football, I believe, is Will Ramsey. And Argyle gets the football at the Anna 46-yard line.
First turnover forced of the night from Argyle, and you want to point to something that's been a big difference maker. Argyle plus 12, now plus 13 in turnovers. That is huge. That is a big number, meaning that they've forced more than they've given up. And that is the 13th fumble recovery of the season for Argyle.
And Anna came in -5, so that's not as good of a number.
No.
Here's a quick pass out to Hayden Stewart, and he's going to pick up about 6 to the 40-yard line. C.J. Rogers back in there at quarterback for Argyle, and we've got a timeout on the field here. Is
Argyle player? I can't tell.
The Eagle, yeah, it's going to be, I guess, Hayden Stewart over here.
Hayden Stewart over there. Let's talk about that turnover just a moment. Hayden up to his feet. I'm not so sure. It is warmer for October, so I don't know if he's cramping up or what the deal is, but he's on his feet. He's a gamer, man. He's going to be all right. Put some dirt on it. He'll be fine. So Hayden Stewart makes his way across the field, but that turnover, you know, that's not it's not just luck or happenstance. Argyle went to a 3-4 look, more of a 3-3, 3-4 look, and it allows them to get some of their just more athletic players on the field, but they also hit. The other part about that 3-4 or 3-3 defense is that you can stunt from very unpredictable positions, and before you know it, if you're a ball carrier coming against Argyle, here comes a linebacker knocking it loose. Forcing turnovers has been key for Argyle's defense.
Warden McCollum checks in for Hayden Stewart at the wide receiver spot. Knox Scoggins is the ball carrier, and he's got a first down inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. 8-yard gain also out there for wide receiver to start this second half for Argyle. Kirkpatrick, Cash Walker, Gannon Pels up front, the big boys for Argyle.
Noxinator. He was the junior prince of the homecoming court last year.
Blake Spence is still in there at center. Fake to Scoggins this time, and a pass is incomplete, intended for Cole Kirkpatrick, a little out in front of him. Blake Spence is the center, as I mentioned. Nash, Kruger, and Matt Williams, the guards. Jack Tucker and Sheridan Wilson are starting the second half at offensive tackle for Jason Bachtel, offensive coordinator offense. And a shout out to who's become maybe my 5th daughter, Brooklyn Bachtel.
Well, hey, Brooklyn, you've picked a good dad to adopt.
That's right. So, yeah, I appreciate
when
that.
Your other dad's not around.
Second down and 10. Here's a deep ball. Cash Walker's open in the end zone. He's got it. Argyle touchdown. Cash Walker, 32-yard touchdown pass. C.J. Rogers to the top of the O-wing Coyotes in that end zone. 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
You think there's some chemistry between those two, Cash Walker and C.J. Rogers? That's Cash Walker's 7th touchdown catch on the season. Came into tonight's game, he had caught 8 passes for 6 touchdowns. Now he's up to 12 catches for 7 touchdowns, and that's amazing. And they're all very similar.
And Caden Dodson's extra point is good. 8:43 to play here, third quarter. It's now Argyle 35, Anna nothing. We'll take us a timeout here on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting.
Hey, Eagle fans, are you tired of all the clutter? Do you have a spare room overflowing with decorations? How about a 2 or 3 car garage that you can't even park in? Well, Argyle Storage is the answer. They offer drive-up and climate-controlled self-storage, along with several storage options for the boat and RV customer as well. They're located on 377, close to home on the north side of Argyle. Check them out online at argylestorageco.com. That's argylestorageco.com.
Updating your home is too important to do alone. The Design House of Denton has designers and experts on staff who want to help. Whether it's simply new flooring or having an entire wing of your home remodeled, the Design House has a full spectrum of services for any size idea you have. They care about you and your home both during and after your project. My wife and I know this from personal experience. Now it's time to see for yourself. Go see the friendly staff at their gorgeous showroom located just outside Golden Triangle Mall at 2303 Colorado Boulevard. The Design House of Denton, locally owned and proud members of Argyle Eagle Nation. Dodson with the short approach and the short kick. Micaiah Ross is going to take it all the way up at the 20-yard line, trying to find a little room, and he tries to jump through a little hole there, and he will be brought down by Brock Bunce out across the 36-yard line. That's where the Anna Coyotes will set up shop, but here is a drive summary from Andy Ace Smith.
Well, thank you, and this drive summary brought to you by the good folks, not the Forks. They don't have those at Bill Utter Ford. What they have is great Fords, and you're going to like the way they treat you at Bill Utter Ford. And they bring you this drive summary as Argyle, 46 yards, just 4 plays, but it was Cash Walker who made the deposit in the end zone for the extra point is good. It's 36. Is that right? 36 to nothing?
35.
35, and that's why I paused. 35-0 Argyle, and now some stuff's happening.
Devontae Davis, the ball carrier, he's still running hard out across midfield into Argyle territory to the 47-yard line before Jacob Robinson and Hunter Roberts could make the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes.
I'm seeing the ball was on the 36. We have 35 points. Read the scoreboard correctly.
Go to the old style scoreboard down here on the other end.
So, yes, 35 on the third.
Devontae Davis, the lone setback on the right side of Gentry. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Coyotes. Quick pass out here in the flat to Sean Steens, and that pass is incomplete. Hesitated there a little bit to blow the whistle. That might be a lateral, but it was a forward pass, and it was incomplete. Be 2nd down and 10. So we continue with Andy's. Andy, by the way, has this crazy memory of Argyle football. He can't remember like where he parked his car a few minutes ago, but for some reason he can remember everything Argyle football all the way back to 1960, and they didn't even play back then.
It's like a Rain Man thing. I can't explain it because I really don't remember what I did yesterday.
And he told us his favorite game, number 5, and we're going to get number 4 if Anna gives us a little time after this play. 2nd down and 10. Gentry under some pressure. Madre's chasing him down, still chasing him. Ball's thrown. It's incomplete, and there is a flag back near where Madre was chasing Gentry. But while they sort out this penalty, Andy, talk a little bit about your number 4 on your list.
We reflect on Coach Rogers going for win number 200 if he gets it tonight. So I was thinking back about his 18 seasons in Argyle, and so number 5 was that win against Lovejoy to start the season. Number 4 is going to be the 2015 Region Finals versus Liberty Ilu, and you might remember that game was played at AT&T Stadium at 9 o'clock on a Friday night. Liberty Ilu was loaded. They had D1 players on both sides of the rosters, and that was the Drew Estrada money conversion on 4th down to keep it alive. Argyle got the 32-29 win to send them to the state semifinals. Just an unbelievable coaching effort from Coach Rogers.
That was definitely a fun one. Pass out here to Devontae Davis, number 14. He'll be dragged down by Dax Rainey, no gain, and it will make it 3rd down and 20.
Number 4 on your list.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Guys, I'm on air. I remember that game because, Kenny, your call was awesome of They're not covering Drew Estrada. Why would you not cover Drew Estrada?
That's right. They left him wide open. Yeah.
I still wonder that. Why would you not? I don't understand.
Well, Drew Estrada, like he's on the watch list for like All-American up at Dartmouth senior year. He's been lighting it up in the Ivy League.
Like smarty pants. Third down and 20. Logan May chasing the quarterback.
Oh, dear.
And he is hammered by Reed Atkins. Just as he lets go of it is Zacharias Gentry. And that pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th and Van Alstyne. And Gentry a little slow to get up after that hit by Atkins.
Yeah, he took a big hit from Reed Atkins, who I said earlier is what Coach Rogers said, one of the hardest, if not the hardest hitter on the team. And I think Zacharias would probably agree. You talk about just under duress. I mean, it's almost like there was no resistance. It was a jailbreak right from the snap. Argyle just getting after the quarterback, and he's on his feet. That's a tough kid, man. He's hung in there and made some great throws.
And he plays a lot on defense as well, so he's probably also just exhausted. That
really good athlete.
Plays into it a little bit as well.
You said he's one of the best athletes on the field, and I agree.
Argyle Special Forces is out here, and Jaden Adams back in punt formation. Snaps a little high. Spiraling punt. Goes right past Zach Stewart. And it will be down at the 26-yard line. Yeah, it was really close to touching Zach Stewart. Some of the coaches for Anna trying to plead their case that it may have touched him, but it ends up being a 31-yard punt and no return. And Argyle will have it 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. 6:51 to play in the third quarter, and Argyle leading 35-0. I got Blake holding his hand up. I got Clark calling.
Well, go to Blake. He's the captain of this program.
Well, while it's still number 4 on the list, I do want to bring back up that game. Bring back up the game. I'll get there in a second. A train horn in the background. We played Liberty Ilo the year before that, and that game came down to a couple pass interferences that they thought weren't called. So if you remember, they thought they were going to have the upper hand in that game at AT&T Stadium because they brought back the entire team. And what a fight there by Argyle.
This one's going deep on the right side. Nice defense there by number 27, Gassaway. And that pass is incomplete, intended for Cole Kirkpatrick. That's hard to believe. We're so used to Cole just going up and stealing that ball from everybody. But instead, Jacob there got his siphon out and took the gas away. Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
Sorry. Second down.
Let the game come to you, Kenny.
10. Knox Scoggins gets the handoff here. And not a whole lot for Scoggins. He's going to be brought down. Maybe a 2-yard gain there. On the stop is Colton Bridwell. And Andy, you had your hand up a moment ago.
I did. I was going to ask Clark if he ever watches Coach Dunham on the sideline when the special forces, and maybe give us some idea, because nobody gets more animated about that than Coach Dunham for sure.
Third down and 8, all sorts of time, and that pass is complete to Baylor Bowen on the left hash at about the 43-yard line. Gets a few more to about the 47, and that'll be a pickup of 19 for the Eagles on that pass complete to 34, Baylor Bowen.
9 different receivers for Argyle now have caught a pass tonight.
1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff, Knox Scoggins straight ahead, and he's going to have a nice gain of almost 7 that time. Wes Tucker is back in there at right tackle. Dominic Reed is at right tackle. Wes Tucker at left tackle. It's Scoggins again behind some nice blocking by Reed and Austin Criswell. And a pickup of about 4 there, and that'll be a first down to the Anna 42-yard line.
So, Clark, describe Coach Dunham when we're on special teams in 10 words or less using no verbs.
What?
Wow. He is very expressive. Let's just put it that way, in his body language, in his face, and he speaks with intensity.
And
okay, thank you.
C.J. Rogers just has to throw this one away, as there was a man in the backfield there pretty quickly, and there is a flag down. Devon Williams was in the backfield that time for Anna, and maybe that's why that flag's down. Maybe he
could be
got a little bit of a head start there.
That's why they call it the line of scrimmage. You cannot get across the line. Boy, Argyle just goes so fast on offense. I've been watching the play clock. It's rare for that. Play clock starts at 40 at the end of the last play. Argyle's usually snapping the ball when it's at 30. So they got to get lined up and Again, there was a flag, but now there's not. So there is no flag. Never mind the one that was on the ground. There is no flag. You always reserve, though, the right to be smarter as you go, and the official got smarter and said no flag.
Austin Rusk is back in at center now for Argyle. C.J. Rogers hits Ward McCollum going across the middle at the right hash at about the 30-yard line. He'll be pushed backwards by 3 or 4 Coyotes there, but not before a pickup of 12 to the Anna 29-yard line and an Eagle first down.
Yeah, Ward McCullum turned the tables on an onside kick attempt by Melissa. Took it 50 yards the other way for a touchdown. That was huge.
Here's McCullum again with the quick pass. Oh, nice job staying in bounds and a spin move, and then he is hammered down as well by Abram Greer. Pickup of 9 that time for McCollum.
Sorry, Kenny, I really wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
You
don't have to.
Gina, my wife, had a question. Did you say spin move? Did
you
CJ throw a spin move I missed?
Actually, this was Ward that did the spin move.
Contagious.
And here is just a straight ahead move by Knox Scoggins, and he's going to have 5 yards and a first down to the 15. Argyle just methodically moving this ball down the field, leading 35-0 with 4:48 to play here in the third quarter with Andy Smith. I'm Kenny Arthur, Clark McNulty on the sideline, Blake Jones, producer extraordinaire. Play 10 of this drive.
Blake Jones is the real hero. Nick Rubian really lighting it up front, and again.
And again, it is Knox Scoggins getting the handoff, and he will get to about the 11 this time. We'll call it the 12, a 3-yard pickup that time for Knox. Wayne Pritz is in at wide out on the left side.
Got Austin Rusk now in at center for Argyle. I believe it is Austin Rusk. Center, and you heard Coach Rogers talk about it right before halftime, how he wanted to really get a lot of depth in this game, a lot of reps, and boy, he's doing it.
2nd down and 7 for the Eagles from the 12. Rogers handoff, Scoggins again running left, gets a good block from Austin Rusk to about the 5-yard line. Just enough for a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal from the Eagles there.
You know, Knox Scoggins had that run against La Vega in the second half, and he runs over a safety at the goal line, goes in the end zone, gets up and flexes. That may be my favorite Knoxinator moment so far. He's looking for contact when he's running.
1st and goal from the 5. Sutton Lee comes in motion. Take a handoff to him on the jet sweep. Now Rogers just looking, and he's going to throw it out the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Hey, well, we've got just a second here. Andy, why don't we start letting everybody know who's bringing us our third quarter?
I think that'd be a brilliant idea, and that would be Joe and Tina Bartram from CNN Mortgage. They're our sponsors here in the third quarter. Cheney Materials, Dave and Kathy Salisbury from the Real Estate Station, Brett Bowen, attorney at law, Alex Payne from Yellow Door Storage, Independent Bank, and a few more to be named momentarily.
2nd down and 5, and somebody moved a little too quickly. It's going to be a procedure penalty on the Eagles, and this gives you an opportunity.
It does give
to
me
finish.
An opportunity, because I didn't want to go fast over this. A-Town Apparel, the official apparel spirit wear provider for Argyle, and Connie Johnson, great sponsors. Go get your gear. Next Friday's game is at home, and those spirit wear tents will be set up and rocking. Get your cold weather gear. Connie Johnson from A-Town Apparel. Tell me if you've heard this name before. First-year sponsor, Ian Sadler, state champion MVP with BSBD Group, the Texas Center for Oral Surgery, and Tara Tarrant with Southland Realty Group.
Following the penalty, 2nd and goal from the 10, and Knox nowhere to go. This time he's going to lose 3 yards back to about the 13-yard line. Abram Greer, one of the guys on the stop there for the Coyotes, and it will be 3rd down and goal, but from the 13-yard line.
It's been one of those kind of interesting games for Argyle. They've looked great at times and a little sloppy at times, and that's to be expected.
Including this snap that goes over the head here of Rogers, and now he's just looking and throws one way out of bounds on the left sideline. Closest man was Wayne Pritz, but even at 6'7", he wasn't anywhere near that one, and the ball falls incomplete, and it will be 4th down, and Argyle will bring on the field goal team.
He could have been 8'7". He wasn't going to catch that one, but Anna brought a max blitz on that play. Sold out, and the left side of Argyle's offensive line was not much resistance that time, but also the snap was hard to catch up with. CJ did a nice job just to prevent a long gain. Let's see if Caden Dotson can get his 2nd field goal of the season.
Ball right in the middle of the field. That's going to be offsides on Ross. And the field goal, though, it's good.
There you go.
And so a 30-yard field goal by Caden Dodson. And I assume this will just be declined.
That was at least the third or fourth time that Anna has jumped off sides on an extra point or field goal.
And it is offside, and Argyle will decline it. So the field goal is good. 2:50 to play. Third quarter, Argyle 38, Anna nothing on AEBC Broadcasting.
Over 65 years and still growing. At Bill Utter Ford, we'll help you find the perfect car, truck, or SUV with our always utterly affordable prices. Bill Utter Ford is a proud supporter of the Argyle Eagles, and together we are flying high over North Texas. Bill Utter Ford, a Denton County tradition for over 65 years. Visit us today or see us online at BillUtterFord.com.
You're gonna like the way we treat you, Bill Utter Ford.
Wow. Thank you, Argyle, for making Magnolia Realty Argyle's favorite choice for all things real estate. Thank you for your confidence and your trust in our team. We couldn't do it without you. From acreage, estates, custom-built homes, or existing homes, our team's decades of experience and innovative approach continue to produce unparalleled results. Find out what the rest of Argyle already knows when marketing their home. There is a difference. When Argyle thinks of real estate, they think of Magnolia Realty.
Dubar takes the kickoff at the 20-yard line, and he will get it back out to about the 31-yard line. Getting up off the bottom of the pile there for Argyle, Landon Newman. 15-play drive there for Argyle. Let's let Andy Ace Smith tell us all about it.
A 15-yard drive for Argyle. 15-play drive for 74 yards for Argyle. They had a 17-play drive earlier. I'm trying to speak like I know what I'm doing. 15 plays, capped off by a 30-yard field goal from Caden Dodson. Makes it 31-0 Argyle, and we want to thank the good folks at In a Moment.
Here's the pass complete out to Woods, and Rand Nash will wrap him up after a pickup of about 3 to the 32-yard line. That'll be only a pickup of about 2, and it'll be second down and 8.
So that last drive summary is brought to you. Tell me if this doesn't sound good right about now. Brian McClarty and 407 Barbecue.
So
good. Best barbecue in ever.
Second down and 7. And not a whole lot of running room here. A couple of yards again to the 36-yard line. And third down, we'll call it third down and 5.
We don't want to declare victory early. If Argyle hangs on to this 31-0 lead, Coach Rogers gets win number 200. Keep mentioning that. It's worth saying again and again. That's just an incredible milestone. And I gave you what 5 and 4 on my list were of my top 5. Next up will be 3 when you give me a moment.
I will give you that moment in just a moment because I'm ready. Third down and 5 here for the Coyotes. Gentry looking to throw, and completion out to Colin Swindell, and he's going to have a first down up to the 44-yard line, an 8-yard gain on the pass to Swindell. And let's start hearing a little bit about
well, this
game
is
number
3. A combo platter. It's actually 3 games combined into 1. But in 2011, Argyle faced an unbelievable gauntlet. Had to beat Prosper, which Prosper's quarterback went to Michigan. They had just D1 talent up and down, the Hunter brothers. They beat them in the second round, only to go on to face Carthage, a 3-time state champion, beat them in double overtime, only to get Gilmer, which had won state.
And this pass is complete to Colin Swindell down the left sideline, and he'll step out of bounds. Big gain all the way down to the 27-yard line. And you talked earlier about this, Andy, about only having 5 officials, and the line judge was looking the other direction, but I think Swindell may have stepped out of bounds before he came back in and caught that. But I'm in all seriousness, I'm not going to blame the official there. He was looking at something different and couldn't see that.
Yeah, Governor, nice play. The Coyotes got something going on. Anyway, that's my third most memorable win. It's actually 3. I don't think Argyle's, or I don't think any team has ever seen 3 opponents of that caliber and beaten all 3 in the playoffs than Argyle did in 2011.
Gentry just running the quarterback something. It wasn't a draw necessarily because he was going sideline to sideline, and he just decided he was just going to run out of bounds as he was about to get hit, and ends up losing.
I think it was just
8 yards, 7
race
yards
to safety is what he was trying to just. Anyway, that's number 3.
That's number 3.
Prosper, Carthage, and Gilmer. You tell me a gauntlet like that. They went on to beat Monahans actually in the semifinals and advanced to the state championship game. We don't want to talk about that one. They didn't win it, but they got there.
They got there.
But lost actually 20-14 in a really good game. First time they played the state championship game at AT&T.
Second down and 17. Gentry's going to go deep on the right side. One-on-one coverage over there, and that ball's caught by Jonathan Brown, and he'll backpedal into the end zone for the Anna Coyote touchdown, a 34-yard touchdown pass from Gentry to Brown, and the Coyotes have finally put 6 on the scoreboard.
Really nice throw from Gentry, and that Jonathan Brown, he's a big, tall, lanky receiver, goes up high and makes the catch, and Moore was over there to try to defend, but he kind of lost track of the ball in flight, but Jonathan Brown just went up high and made the catch at its highest point, and Anna fans have something to cheer about.
Justin Amon kicked the extra point, and it is good. 6 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Our new score is Argyle 38 and Anna 7. And hey, we've got a little quick shout out first to Carlos Gonzalez and Joe Taylor.
Hey, Joe.
Carlos over at Cycle Center, one of those over Cycle Center in Denton. So shout out to Lupe and Joe, and also Craig Hawksworth is tuned in, of course. So
Clark, we were talking earlier, you had a memory. Coach Rogers, one of his great wins. We talked about that earlier.
I believe it was the semifinals against the Graham Steers.
It was.
And it was just a heck of a game that actually ended with an interception. And I thought it was Marquardt, but you said it was Zembrowski?
Yeah, Zach Zembrowski had interceptions on 3 consecutive weeks, I think.
Yes, and I just remember that. Wow, we're going to state.
I remember that game also. Coach Nanny was the offensive coordinator that year. You've never seen a guy with a bigger sigh of relief in the press box. Like, he was just exhausted, but again, one of those memorable moments. I agree.
Amon with kind of the knuckleball kickoff that ran Nash will fair catch. Excuse me, that's Jacob Robinson over there. And with 6 seconds to play here in the third quarter, shout out to one of my great neighbors, Rosalie Wolf, and her daughter, Izzy Wolf, and she's part of that Argyle Lady Eagles golf team that was playing today.
Would they call you a good neighbor?
Like a good neighbor. Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Port's State Farm agent would.
I think I would be a. I think I'd
Matt Port's State Farm agent would probably say that about you, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. There's no doubt. First down and 10 for the Eagles, and we do have a new quarterback in there for Argyle. Jet Copeland will hand off to Peyton Shoemake, and Shoemake's going to have a first down to the 45-yard line, and you hear that horn, and that is the end of the third quarter. 12 minutes left to play in this district battle between Argyle and Anna. 38-7. Argyle leads Anna. We're back for the fourth quarter in just a moment on AEBC Broadcasting.
Rapid Med Urgent Care provides state-of-the-art minor emergency care and primary care. We're just up the road at the corner of FM 407 and Chin Chapel Road. This fall, we'll also open a new Argyle location just next to the stadium. Checkups to cuts, broken bones, school vaccinations, sports physicals, and now our all-new telemedicine service, Rapid Med On Demand. Direct access to Rapid Med over the web. Now offering coronavirus testing results in 15 minutes. Rapid Med Urgent Care, extremely proud supporters of our Argyle Eagles.
The Real Estate Station.
Hello, neighbors, and welcome to another season of Argyle Eagles Sports. Gillette Ryan, owner of the Remax North Texas team located here in Argyle. And although my own Eagles have left the nest, like you, we are ready for some football. As a parent, I pray your children are healthy and safe and trust the faculty and coaches. Once again, it is our honor to serve as an all-sports sponsor for Argyle Sports, which for us is an annual labor of love. Remember, support our teachers, our teams, our first responders, and police. Come to the Remax North Texas team. We are ready to serve all of your real estate needs.
With Clark McNulty and Andy Smith, I'm Kenny Arthur. Blake Jones, the real MVP. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear a gray Argyle polo. First down and 10 from their own 45. It's Shoemake again. Breaks the tackle there. Gets into Anna territory. Right to the 45-yard line of Anna. Just enough for a first down. A 10-yard gain for Shoemake.
I'm really happy to see Peyton Shoemake get some carries behind the first-team offensive line.
Yeah.
He's normally in the cleanup time and, just a human wrecking ball is what he is, but he's getting some good touches.
Completion to Wayne Pritz here. Slant for 9 yards. And Pritz will be just short of a first down.
Really good-looking pass from Jet Copeland, the backup quarterback, starting corner, shutdown corner, just incredible. But showing a little bit what he can do as a quarterback. He's JV quarterback last year.
Second down and a yard here. Braden Baker is checked back in. He's got it. Big push by the offensive line on the right side. Sheridan Wilson, namely Grant Cheney as well, and also Noah Black, who is checked in on that offensive line. 6'1", 215-pound junior. And another first down for Argyle.
Kenny, may I ask Clark a question?
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
The offensive line is 5 yards downfield and nobody on the other side is on the opposite end, that's good, right?
That was very good.
Handoff left side this time. Shoemake has checked back in. And Shoemake with 8 yards to the 21-yard line.
Very cool. Very cool push from the Argyle offensive line. Hey, you got side-by-side Tuckers out there now, don't we? We got Wes and Jack. Wes at left guard, Jack at left tackle. So the Tucker brothers owning the left side, strong side.
It just tells you which one's more versatile, though, right, Wes? Because he can play tackle and guard.
Right.
Here's Shoemake running right behind those Tucker brothers. Kind of puts his hand on the back of Wes and uses him to guide the way, and then to about the 16-yard line, and another first down. And I think Clark may have a special guest down there that we'll try to get to just as quickly as we can.
This hurry-up offense doesn't leave us a lot of time for commentary. You know that? We need to complain. I'm going to go upstairs and talk to Coach Bachtel. I'll be right back.
You know who you need to talk to. The best name there is his wife, Tara Bachtel.
Yes.
I need Clark's sound
we
effects.
We need a rim shot.
I'm not getting
yeah.
Tara Bachtel. There we go. Pass toward the end zone. Gannon Pels, great catch. Gannon Pels goes down, scoops it off the turf, makes the catch, 16-yard touchdown pass. Jet Copeland, Gannon Pels, 6 more on the board for the Eagles.
Boy, that was a great catch and a really good throw. Jet Copeland stood in the pocket, had some pressure, delivered a strike. Gannon had to go down to his knees and then down to his ankles to make the catch. But Gannon Pels with the touchdown catch now. What a play.
Caden Dotson for the extra point. And it is right down the middle. 9:52 to play in our ball game. It is now Argyle 45 and a 7. And let's check in with the Chippewa lineman, Clark McNulty, down the sideline. I think he's got a little Oklahoma State Cowboy with him.
I do have an Oklahoma, and you know what? He's wearing his ring today. He's going to let me borrow it because it fits. But I'm down here with Preston Wilson. We're kind of celebrating Coach Todd's career, Coach Rogers' career. Tonight would be his 200th win if we can finish this game off. You played for him for 4 years. What was your favorite Todd Rogers win?
Oh, man, I've won so many games with Coach Rogers. Coach Rogers is a great coach. But definitely by far my favorite win would have to be my senior year. Last game of the season we played Salina for the last game in their home stadium ever played. And we just went down there and totally kicked the ever-living crap out of them. I think it was 42-0 in the first quarter. And we were running out. It was always a big rivalry, you know. And we were running out and they were throwing stuff at us and everything just kind of just set the momentum and went out there and just totally stuck it to them. We were done before half. It was awesome. Really just set a statement last time in that stadium.
Wow. No.
That would have to be up there on anybody's list.
Absolutely.
Especially because it was the last game in that dreamsicle.
Yeah, because we couldn't see what happened.
Yeah, we were on forklifts or something.
No lighting and a shaky forklift, but yeah, wow. But we kicked the ever-living crap out of them.
Yeah, a little bit different story in the playoffs with a couple of weeks later, but yeah, that was fun memory to create for Well, for us, and maybe not so fun for them, but nonetheless a memory.
Pooch kick will give Anna the ball at the 27-yard line with 9:52 to play here in the ball game. We need to get to Andy's number. Are we at number 2? Is that right?
I am up to number 2, and I'll give that to you here in just a moment.
After this play here, we'll get that rolling. First down and 10 from the 27. Argyle leading 45-7, 9:52 to play in our ball game.
Landon Newman, I've noticed, is checked in at middle linebacker.
They're going to try that reverse pass again, and it is going to be incomplete, a little too tall this time for Jonathan Brown. Micaiah Ross got it on the end around and couldn't make the completion to Brown, and it'll be second down 10.
They got Brock Bunce in there now, and Jacob Rodriguez up front. They also Carson Shaw in there, and Aiden Pruner getting some action. So the number 2 favorite, we've got 2 left, right? You've got to think, well, one of them's got to be that state championship game, right? They won state in 2013. How does that not make your top 5 list?
I think it would probably have to. Second down and 10, and it's Dubar with the carry, and Aiden Pruner comes back to make a stop after a pickup of about 6. By the way, Cade Doggett is out there as well as at one of the safety spots, and also Aaron Funderburk, and we got Charlie Krzyzak over here at the corner on the left side.
So number 2 on my list of all-time favorite Coach Rogers wins out of the 200 he'll get after tonight is the 2013 state championship game. Fought so hard to get to that spot. It was called by many maybe the best state finals game in recent memory, and by a lot of people. They beat Fairfield 38-33 to get the state title, and it was just a great validation moment for Coach Rogers and his staff and his program, and that's number 2 on my list. And you think, geez, why isn't that number 1? Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Third down and 6, and this pass is complete over the middle. A 10-yard gain on that completion to Brandon Adams. Reed Palmer in at one of the corner spots for the Eagles. First and 10 for the Coyotes from their own 42.
Give Zach Gentry a little bit of time, and that's what he's had here on the last 2 possessions, is time to throw, and he can find an open receiver. Just give him a little bit of time. He's had some time. Made a couple of nice throws. Really nice third down conversion there.
From their own 42 now, first and 10, 8:25 to play. Gentry looking out here toward Brown. Now he's being chased by Reese McHugh. He gets away from Reese, and he will throw it incomplete, out of bounds. Nice catch there by Jonathan Brown, but he was out of bounds, and the pass is incomplete. It'll be second down and 10. So
yeah,
let's start. I'm ready for number 1. I can't wait. I mean, the suspense is killing me.
Well, Jason,
we can wait till the end of the game or
Jason
whatever.
Heath
but
was the defending over here, and fortunately, he's the head coach for Anna.
Yeah, you don't want to be playing.
No,
defense,
I'll give you. I want some. Let's let some suspense build up. And in fact, if you want to, take some guesses, why don't you text Blake? I'm sure he'd love to give you his cell phone number. I'll give you mine in just a moment.
Second down.
You can text me.
And 10. Here's handoff to Vontae Davis. Being chased down. He's drugged down by Brock Bunce. Chasing him down from behind. Bunce, the 6'2", 185-pound junior, and that's a loss of 4. It'll be third down and 14 here for the Coyotes.
I bet Troy Watson's out there. He might want to send in a text and tell us his favorite memory. He's like one of the long-time listeners. I know he's by the channel. I bet Kirk Rexroth, our friend Kirk, is probably out there as well. And Kirk, send us a text. He likes to. Have we heard from our friends out in California?
I have not. I wonder if Mitch Cullen might be listening. He probably got a memory or 2 or 5 or 10 with all the boys he's had come through this program. This catch, here's a catch of about 13, just into Argyle territory. Nice catch, the freshman. That's Grant Cervani.
But Kirk Kelton, he's probably got some thoughts. Also wanted to send a shout out to all of the Argyle ISD teachers, and I sincerely mean this. They are heroes for what they've had to do this year. And one of those leading teachers, at least in my book, is Gina Sutton. I know she's listening, and she's been in Argyle since the start.
4th and a yard, and I don't think Dubar had it. I think he easily had that first down, and then he tried to make a little cut move, and he's not going to get it, I don't think.
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, it's like right in front of me. It doesn't look like it. And Argyle's defense, another 4th down stop.
Looked like Carson Shaw and Aiden Pruner
combined
to make that stop, and it'll be a turnover on downs, and Argyle will have it at their own 49-yard line.
So Gina Sutton.
Blake has his hand up.
Can I take a guess at
Yes.
number 1?
Yes.
Was it the 2014 game, I believe round 3 against Kennedale, where Nick Ralston single-handedly brought us back there in the fourth quarter? Were we down by 21, 24?
We were. That would have been a great pick, too, but it is not that game.
Andy's like, dang, I forgot about that one.
I did. I was like, man, that was a good one.
So that's number 6.
199 and 3/4.
Ethan DePiro is checked in at quarterback. Peyton Shoemake gets the carry, and he stiff arms a man. There's a flag there.
What do they call it?
I'm not sure what they're going to call right there. If they're going to call that on Shoemake.
He tapped the top of his helmet, it looked like to me, as he blew by him, but
ends up being a gain of 11. It would be a first down, but we'll see what the call is here.
I don't feel like I gave my proper finish to my shout out to Miss Sutton, Gina Sutton, the teacher at the high school, but
So Austin Criswell was called for the hold. That we didn't see that. That was away from the play, right? So if we didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You can't give enough shout outs to the greatness of Gina Sutton.
And her husband Tim,
yeah,
who has been the scoreboard operator at Argyle for 15, 16 years. Who could tell? I can't remember that. I can remember the score of the and what we did on third down against Liberty Ilo last year. But Tim Sutton, he probably has some memories. He probably knows what I'm picking as number 1. I think he was there.
Second down and 10. Ty Hudgens in as the second tight end now. First down and 20. Handoff Peyton Shoemake running right.
Robert Hudgens might have an opinion.
I saw Robert coming in on crutches after having a little accident a couple weeks back, but he's doing okay now. And of course, everybody remembers Bryson Hudgens, and Bryson, who is now pitching at McNeese State.
See you later, McNeese State.
Yeah, and Lake Charles.
George Dunham might have an opinion too. He's watched a lot of Argyle
he's watched
football.
a game or 2 or 5.
He has. He might be listening.
It'll be second down and 13 here for Argyle. Lucas Anderson checked in at tight end as well. Ashton Strickmatter split out wide left here for Argyle, and it's Shoemake again. He's got a big hole on the left side. Spin move across midfield, driving his feet, trying to reach a first down. He's to the 45-yard line. He's going to be about 3 or 4 yards short.
I think the spin move is contagious.
Everybody wants to do it.
Everybody wants the spin move. There's lots of people that want it, but few that can perfect it, like C.J. Rogers, who he'll throw down a spin move in open field if you let him. Yeah, so Clark over there on the sideline doing the spin move. I can see him from here. That'll make you laugh. Uh-oh.
Shoemake straight up the middle, and the only thing stopping him was someone grabbing him by the back of the jersey.
Well, the umpire made
the umpire had part of that too. That's a big old umpire.
He ran into that umpire and went the other way. The umpire didn't even flinch. That's a big man.
First down to the 36-yard line for Shoemake.
I give the tackle that time to the umpire. He's about 10 yards downfield and maybe a touchdown saving tackle. Boy, Peyton Shoemake is running north-south like you can't believe.
Yeah, there's no stutter stepping moves. Spin move or two, that's about all, but everybody likes spin move. This time he's just going to break a tackle in the backfield, and so he can continue to run north. Sorry, he's running north.
That's north, yes.
That's right. He's running toward
our left.
Toward Howe. Maybe
Howe.
Luella.
Is Tom Bean up that way?
Tom Bean's that way. You go kind of the corner of the end zone that way and keep going. You go to Tom Bean.
That was a contender for the top 5 list when Argyle in 2004 in their first playoff appearance. They beat Palmer in the first round, advanced to play Tom Bean, who was a heavy, heavy favorite, but Argyle took it to him because Cy Zimmerman had a pick 6. Had 3 interceptions that game, Cy did.
Shoemake gets it again. And going to get it across the 30 to the 29-yard line. And it'll bring up third down and about 3 for the Eagles.
The thing about Coach Rogers, his first season went 5-5, and he was a 2-point conversion away from taking his team to the playoffs 18 years ago. 17 consecutive years since then, he's made the playoffs. First time in 2004, advanced to the 3rd round to play Boyd. That didn't end well, but the fact that Argyle went 3 rounds deep in a program that was just 3 years old was pretty remarkable.
Drew Snakenberg in at quarterback, and he's going to hand the football to Shoemake, and he will have 3 yards and a first down.
Wes Tucker is going to really like that play when he watches it tomorrow on Huddle 2. Oh, my.
Don't you wish you had a name like Snakenberg?
Snakenberg. His sister, Ellie, I'm assuming. There's not that many Snakenbergs.
Yeah, not too many
She was a
Snakenbergs.
homecoming queen candidate. Also a cross-country runner, one of the best cross-country runners I've heard. Ellie Snakenberg. Your brother's looking good at quarterback.
Snap is back to Snakenberg, and he gives it to Shoemake running on the right side. And another nice gain to the 31-yard line. A pickup of 5 running behind Dominic Reed. 2nd down and 5. 3:04 to play in the game with Argyle leading 45-7.
I also start thinking a little bit about players of the game. I know who I have a vote for on defense.
Oh, I think I'm right there with you on defense.
Grant Mirabal, you think? Yeah. All right. Offensively, man.
Shoemake's going to have gain of a couple, this time inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line.
Cash Walker would be a contender. I'm leaning towards maybe personally an offense or a lineman because Argyle has rushed. Maybe Wes Tucker, maybe his brother Jack and we could ask him why he didn't get in the end zone on that throwback pass. That might be fun. We had Jack Tucker?
I don't think we have.
Well, why don't we go with Big Jack Tucker?
And loss here.
I'm just one vote, though. You guys talk about it, and then I'll announce Jack Tucker.
Especially since Jack got we need to ask him about that pass anyway. So we need to talk to him about.
That's a good idea. I wish somebody would have thought of that.
An offensive lineman gets that ball and that kind of. I mean, how can you not? I don't know. I don't get it. We've got to rib him about that for the rest of the season.
That would have gotten you an e-break, by the way.
And yes, it would have. To the 20-yard line, gain of 3 on 4th down.
Now, I say that only because I had said that just about 30 seconds before you mentioned it, but I haven't really been paying attention much at all tonight. All right, everybody ready for your number one?
Minute 39 to play in this game, and Argyle leading 45-7. And the great Andy Smith, ace, will tell us his number one all-time.
My number one Coach Rogers win out of 200 is the 2005 state semifinals. Argyle goes to Stephenville to face the early Longhorns and gets the 28-20 win. And I remember after the game, it was pure just euphoria that Argyle was advancing to its first state championship game. And it just was the culmination of so many people fighting so hard to even get a high school in Argyle, get Coach Rogers here, fight your way to that point and win, and you realized, holy cow, we're going to the state championship game, which is as good as it gets in football, high school football. It was just an amazing validation. It was like, we are here. We have a legitimate small town. We're going to the state championship. And I just remember how unbelievably happy everybody was at the post game. One of the happiest moments of my life. I'm not ashamed to say that. And advancing just that game against Early at Stephenville in the state semifinals in 2005. There you go, number one.
Here's a pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh my gosh, running free was Braden Ragsdale, a junior receiver. Perfect pass from Zacharias Gentry. And Ragsdale just could not hang on to it. Jarvis Owen was a couple of yards behind him. And it will be 3rd and long. Got to give credit, by the way, on the play before that, a 4-yard loss. Aaron Funderbert with the big tackle for loss, and that makes it 3rd down and 13 for the Anna Coyotes. Yeah, that had to be exciting. I wasn't, of course, I wasn't around then, right? And I don't even know that I knew that Argyle had a football program yet.
Nobody did. We didn't even, just when we were trying to get a high school built, we thought, wouldn't it be cool someday if Argyle had a football team? And there we were going to state.
Some pressure on Gentry here, and this pass is going to be thrown out of bounds. Had pressure that time by Damian Hirschhorn and Jacob Rodriguez, and the ball is thrown away out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Argyle had a football team. They had a football team, but it just stopped at 8th grade. In fact, the Chippewa lineman was one of those players back in the day.
Went to 9th grade.
And the kids, for a while there, they went to 9th grade, but then they had to decide whether they wanted to go to Denton or Louisville. Northwest.
Or if you were fancy like the Chippewa lineman, Liberty Christian.
Yeah. Uh-oh, look at here. Who would have thought
Fake
that was
punt
coming?
on 4th and 13, and they're not going to get it. As the snap went directly back to Abram Greer, but Dax Haraney makes the stop at the 25-yard line, 24, and a turnover on downs with 35 seconds to play in this ball game. And
it was a really good open field tackle by Dax Haraney right there to save a first down and turn the ball over on downs. You don't see a lot of people running the fake punt from their own 15, but why not?
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well.
Dax, another one of those super sophomores.
So enough of memories. We got enough time for that. So really nice win. I think it was what Argyle needed.
Yeah.
A lot of kids played a lot of football tonight.
And a unique way to get a lot of those kids in. You saw a lot of there was mixing and matching. Like usually you'll see a whole offensive line change. Well, you didn't see it that way. You would see 2 or 3 starters in with 2 or 3 backups tonight, and you got a chance to get those guys some chemistry together if you ever need them come playoff time.
37 first downs for Argyle tonight. That's pretty incredible.
Ethan DePiro back in at quarterback, and he takes the snap and just takes a knee, and that's going to do it, I believe. Yep, Argyle will not have to run another play. And victory number 200 in the career of Todd Rogers is in the books here at Coyote Stadium in Anna. The final score of Argyle 45 and Anna 7. And congratulations to Coach Rogers getting that 200th victory, and we'll hear from him in just a moment.
Yeah, let's get Coach Rogers on there. That's the 57th consecutive district win. That's a 12-year win streak, by the way. 52 consecutive regular season wins for Argyle. Pretty amazing, going for their 12th consecutive district title.
As both teams head off the field, and we'll see.
So we want Jack Tucker offense and defense Grant Mirabal, and maybe the MVP tonight would be the head coach, Todd Rogers.
45-7 Argyle over Anna tonight as we get set up for our CNN Mortgage postgame show here on Argyle Eagle Booster Club Broadcasting. Let's take us a quick timeout. Well, it looks like Coach Rogers actually is right there. He is ready. And let's go down to Clark McNulty.
Coach Rogers, 200 wins. When you first came to the little town of Argyle, Texas, did you have any idea that this was in your future?
Oh, no stretch of the imagination. I just thought we might get a winning record every year and try to make the playoffs and hope for the best. And the community has wrapped their arms around us, and we have great administration, and a lot of people believe in the direction of the program.
And we've been kind of counting down the biggest ones. Andy's been here for your entire tenure. I came in 07. Let's take the state championship out of it. What was your favorite win so far?
Favorite win? I don't know. I think probably beating Kennedale over at Mesquite. That was probably that wasn't supposed to happen. And we won some other games that maybe Graham game over at Aledo. Those games that we knew everything had to go right for us to win, and that's a big deal.
Excellent. Looking forward to the rest of this year, you look like you had everybody that suited up tonight in the game at one point or another tonight, and they're all playing just so well. I like to see that your philosophy is to get them in young and get them in, a lot.
Yeah, we have lots of sophomores on our varsity, and those kids have done a really good job. They've been put in a lot of high intensity situations, and it'll all pay off for the whole team and the program in the end.
Well, congratulations once again, 200 wins. Go celebrate.
Oh, yeah. Right on the bus ride home. Yeah,
that's right. Thank you, sir.
All right, that is Argyle head football coach Todd Rogers here in the CNN Mortgage postgame show. And Waxahachie Autoplex players of the game, Jack Tucker on offense and Grant Mirabal on defense. They're holding a sign or something up down there. Clark, what do they got down there? What's going on?
Let's see, way to go. 200 wins, congratulations. And that was presented to him by the 2 players of the game for tonight. I'm going to talk to, I got a Jack Tucker here, who's making me feel really short.
He's a tall guy.
He is. Jack, you did such a great job with the line. playing your left tackle spot. We had well over 250 yards rushing today, correct? Yes.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I can fill you in here in just a moment. Rushing, 295.
295 yards rushing.
Well, and just the drives tonight, 17 play drives, 15 play drives, 37 first downs. That's owning the line of scrimmage right there.
Absolutely. But the one question that we have,
and you know it's coming,
for you is a throwback pass. You were eligible from the tackle position. Come on. You're like
6'12",
280 pounds. Come on, man. You can't plant the foot and run that guy over.
I was just so focused on catching the football, make sure I don't drop it, that I didn't think about anything else. It was in there for it felt like 2 hours. I was just like, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. So when I caught it, I was just like, oh, now I got to run.
I mean, that's every offensive lineman's dream. You've got to score for us there. I mean, we're all there for you. I mean, you're like we're living through you on that play.
Yeah, yes, sir. Hey, next time we run it, touchdown.
Okay,
touchdown.
All right.
Yes, sir. You promise?
Yes, sir.
We're going to hold you to that. And hey, you've got such a great group of linemen to work with. I know that Nick Rubian, Austin Criswell, Blake Spence, and then Sheridan Wilson on the other side. How much time do you guys spend together when you're not in full pads? Because it just seems like you guys know what each other's thinking at all times.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time together. I mean, every Thursday we hang out, have lineman dinner and stuff like that. We come to watch film in the mornings, like almost every day, with each other. We're just like a really tight-knit group, and offensive line is a group where you need to have a bunch of chemistry, and we do.
And I noticed a lot of the 2s and 3s got in there tonight, and you guys never took a play off. You're here communicating with them, kind of giving them hand signals, getting them along. Do you remember someone doing that for you? Or is that something that the coach kind of demands, or is that something that you guys just do so your legacy lives on?
Well, next year we got to replace 2 of our starters, me and Blake. So Coach Rudolph's thing is just get as much playing time for everyone as possible. And in games like this where we can, why not take the advantage? I got to play a couple snaps with my little brother. That was really cool.
Yeah, side by side. Does he kind of talk any smack? Well, and he seemed a little more versatile than you. He played tackle and guard. How do you feel about it?
I mean, he's a good athlete. He'll play wherever he wants to play or wherever coach puts him in. The smack talk kind of runs in the family.
Well, now you've got him. You caught a pass, but he's going to come right back with, but you didn't score.
Yeah, something tells me that Dad's going to talk a little smack about you not scoring.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to hear about it. Yeah, I'm going to hear about it.
Well, congratulations, Jack. You've been doing a tremendous job. Keep it up. Let's do this again.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Take care.
There's our offensive player of the game, Jack Tucker, big number 75. Committed to play ball at Texas Tech next season. And now one of those super sophomores, Grant Mirabal, our defensive player of the game. Clark?
The super sophomore, Grant Mirabal. I don't know how many tackles you ended up with today, but it seemed like every time I looked in the backfield, you had that guy going somewhere. Was it your job to key on that mobile quarterback? Because it seemed like you were in his hip pocket all night.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep him contained, and I watched a lot of film, and the coaches helped out a lot this week, and just trying to follow the quarterback because, he's their biggest threat.
And I always kind of like to watch for that big hit. And unfortunately for you today, it looked like you got a pretty good one on Jet Copeland going for that interception. That probably would have been a feather in your cap.
Yeah, I was really looking for that first pick of the season. I was waiting for it. I was watching that exact play on film all week, and I was prepared, and I saw that ball, and then I was going, and he hit my arm, and I dropped the ball. It sucks.
Y'all got anything for Grant?
Grant, you guys are on varsity. There's so many sophomores on varsity, and, of course, I have a sophomore daughter. And so I've got to watch you guys for several years. She's been cheerleading, and it's you guys just kind of knew, right, that you guys were a special class all the way back to 7th and 8th grade. And what's it like now that you guys are on varsity, and not just on varsity, but several of you guys getting to get out there on the field and make a difference?
Well, we know we were pretty good and talented already, but we just put in a lot of work all the time just to be the best we can be.
All right, awesome job. Well, congratulations tonight, man. You were all over the field slinging people around. We're over here on the Anna side, so we're right next to some of their fans, and they didn't like the way you were just slinging some of those guys around tonight, but great job, great game tonight.
Thank you.
Grant Mirabal, our defensive player of the game tonight, and congratulations to him. And for that, Waxahachie Autoplex will be giving him absolutely nothing. But thanks to them for sponsoring our players of the game.